You always have to have your, you can never grow a beard. Like I'm telling you that you are a woman, Jacob. You can do whatever you want, but you are a woman. I'm telling you that you're a woman.
That's just my job. Everyone else in your life can say you're a man, but if your
No, they
job,
can't.
your
No, they
job is
can't.
saying you're a woman, go get that money. You know what I mean? If my job wants to think I'm a
No,
woman, they can
absolutely
think what they
fucking
want.
not.
I'm still getting my paycheck.
Why should I have to do that when I've been successful at my job, not causing any problems for the last 13 fucking years, and I've been openly trans one. I haven't caused any problems. Why should I suddenly have to shove myself? One, we can't do that. So I'm going to debunk that in just a minute. But even if I gave that to you, why should I fucking have to? Because people are uncomfy, because their big feelings are like, why?
Yeah, land of the free, right?
and and
I'm
and 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 honestly, before, but like that isn't the case anyways, because the way that the executive order is written is anybody who has ever exhibited any symptoms of gender dysphoria with or without a diagnosis, you're out.
and who makes that decision?
The executive order is written by the president.
Yeah, but who
So
makes that decision? You saying with or without freaking what was it?
gender dysphoria. So they can, so if you're asking, are there certain commanders that could ignore it? Yeah, they're risking their careers. And there are people that are saying, like, I don't know. But now they're having, like, it's an order that medical groups have to disclose to all commanders if they have any trans patients. Meaning, even if you don't have like gender dysphoria, if you've ever talked about, you know, something with a therapist or anything like that, they have to disclose that to commanders. There's 15,000 of us, about approximately, and 70% of us have been in for over a decade.
And he's getting rid of all 15,000.
Eventually, yeah. 1,000 of us came forward voluntarily, and the rest are going to be forced out.
So I don't understand why. See, because think about it. If I wanted to say I was trans, like, how do you tell someone's trans? They just say they're trans, right?
I don't just say I'm trans and I'm
No, but
trans. Being,
people say they're trans, right? That's the only. How else do you tell?
I mean, to be fair, I was closeted. Like, I only had a few different people in my life that knew for a really long time, and I didn't tell anybody. I used to get accused of being trans, which they were right, but I used to deny it for safety reasons. But yeah, I mean, unless somebody is open and talks about it, sure. But also, like, so I didn't used to present with a beard. I didn't used to present like, my voice used to be much higher. And I'm only like, shit. I haven't even been on testosterone all that long. But yeah. So you have to imagine it's kind of hard to hide somebody who is all of a sudden growing facial hair. All of a sudden their voice is getting deeper. All of a sudden they're going from like the female dress code to the male dress code. Like, that's not something that you just hide. And also, like, people calling me like, so in the military, customs and courtesies are like, yes, ma'am, or no, sir, or whatever. And so, like, that stuff changes too.
So you'd have a problem with someone saying no, ma'am, to get that money,
Um,
get
yes.
that retirement. You know what I
Yes, I
mean?
do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Because, um, again, if you had, all right, so I've been in 13 years, that means for 7 more years, I would need to pretend to be a woman. Like, I would need you for the next 7 years of your life, 7 years, I need you every single day, somewhere between 50 to 100 times a day. I need you. You need to grow your hair out and you need to wear it in a bun. You need to wear skirts. You need to wear females dress uniforms. You need to shave your face. I'm going to be calling you by ma'am every single day. I'm going to use she and her pronouns. I'm going to make sure that you have to use you, Jacob, have to use the women's restroom, which very strange, right? All this is fucking weird because you're like, but I'm a man, so that doesn't make any sense. I know that doesn't make sense to you, for me, because you're not going to understand what it's like to be trans because you're not trans. And that's fine. I don't know what it's like to be cisgender. I wish that I fucking was because this blows. I fucking hate having to exist in a society that hates me. I don't hate being trans. Being trans in and of itself is like, I'm proud of who I am, but I would have much rather been born in a body that fucking makes sense to my brain. I add 1000%. But yeah, no, I don't want to suffer for the next 7 years of my life when there was nothing I was doing wrong. There was nothing I wasn't interfering with, like it wasn't interfering with my ability to do my job. Like I've excelled at all my fitness standards. Um, I there's it just doesn't make sense just because somebody said I fucking told you to, like I'm telling you to. It's just bigotry.
You've probably gotten stronger too, huh?
Now, yeah.
See, so I think where it's the problem I have is when people go from male to female. I think that makes us look weaker. You know what I mean? You're making us
Why?
look stronger as a country. You know what I mean?
So that's just misogyny because now you're saying that women because and like I'm reducing your argument down because you're saying that a military full of women would make us look weak. So
Yeah,
like do you think the
it
fact
would.
okay, do you know that women currently serve in the military?
I know that, but full of women, like 100% women, yeah, and men are just fucking cooking at home. Yeah, that'd make us look pretty weak.
Yeah, and so this is a prime example, chat. There's like 800, almost 900 people watching. Transphobia is rooted in misogyny and racism, but we haven't gotten that there yet. But so like what you're telling me, right? And this is always the issue is it's never trans men that are the issue.
Don't
Like
call me
trans
racist.
men are just I'm not calling you racist. I'm just letting you know that transphobia is like you can root it back to like its roots are in racism, but you didn't bring up anything about race. I'm not attacking you or anything. But what I'll say is um, trans women get the brunt of everything, right? Because you wouldn't think there was anything wrong with like your contention with trans women in the military is that I make the military look stronger, but trans women make the military look weaker. And so if you had it your way, you would think that a military full of men, cisgender men, or I guess trans men too, would be a stronger military. But I need you to know that there are
Well,
so
here,
many. Go ahead.
men, men, trans men, cisgender women, and that's it.
Oh, so just no trans women.
I don't. I think it makes us look weaker.
Trans women are like no, so as far as estrogen levels, as far as hand strength, as far as lung capacity, as far as like that you can take we've studies for this, but all of the ways that you would um, I guess calculate strength,
Someone says, "Who
trans
cares
women.
what I think, Jacob?" It's not what I think. It's what the fucking president of the United States thinks. Trish,
Why are you yelling?
because sorry, it was a comment.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So that kind of caught me off guard. Yeah. So trans women and cis women, like they are um similar when it comes to estrogen levels. They're like they're not with when studies have shown um that they're not different. right? And so I don't understand why, like, what it boils down to is
I would bet that he would say
your
that they're
int
superhuman and shouldn't compete in sports, but at the same time, they're too weak to serve in the military.
yeah, that's usually how it is.
Yeah, I can back that.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Uh, so this is why people are saying that they don't respect your opinion because you're not consistent. You're inconsistent. You're telling me in one hand that like trans women don't belong in sports, like you just said, too strong, but make military look weak. You see the inconsistency there? Also, let me circle back. What makes you think that anybody in like the world is going to just randomly know that trans women are trans women? Because
Okay.
these people like are not just like going around like we don't stamp a trans pride flag to our forehead and wave around our like fucking I don't know genitalia like this. It's
Now you're
not
being
something
Eli. Now you're being ridiculous. People know.
you didn't know until I told you.
That's why. Did you not hear me? I said trans men, cisgender men, and cisgender women.
No, no. See,
What
see,
about
you guys.
Commander Emily Schilling?
Yeah,
I
go
don't know
ahead,
who that
Wayne.
is.
Commander Emily Schilling serves as the Unmanned Carrier Aviation Mission Control System Deputy Program Manager for the Unmanned Carrier Aviation Office at Naval Air Station Patuxent River. Throughout her career, she has piloted numerous aircraft, including the FA-18EF, EA-18G, and F-16, logging over 1,700 flight hours. Her combat experience includes 2 deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan, further solidifying her reputation as a highly skilled, accomplished aviator. She is also a test pilot for the Navy, literally a fucking Top Gun. She also happens to be a transgender woman. Do you think she is not qualified to continue to serve?
That's what Trump thinks.
Is that what you think?
Can you think for yourself?
We have already established he's an idiot on this matter. Mr. Bone Spurs, Mr. Five Deferments, Draft Dodger, and he calls us dishonorable. By the way, I'm a 6-year veteran.
Were you trans while you were in?
I've been trans my entire life, dipshit.
Yeah. Okay. I know you guys say that, but were you like the full way? You know what I mean?
The
Like
full way.
the way you look now, was that how you looked when you were in?
No.
So
No,
you look.
I was still
If
dealing with gender dysphoria the entire time, and guess what was still deployable the entire time? I was distinguished honor graduate of my AIT. I was
and if they
expert
could have
marksman
been,
every qualification, and I
if they
received an
could have been,
honorable
they would have
discharge.
been.
And I
Sorry,
would have been if I could have been, but I was in during Don't Ask, Don't Fucking Tell, which is basically
What?
what you're saying that trans people should do now. Just go back to Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Except that if they're suspected of it, as it was during Don't Ask, Don't Tell, they can just get kicked out anyway.
Think about this, okay? People dealing with in the military, people dealing with all sorts of mental health issues. I'm not talking about anything doing with gender dysphoria or anything. Do most people say anything? No, because they know if they come forward and are,
yes.
Yeah, the vast
They're
majority of
allowed to seek
people
treatment
who've
for it.
seen combat have PTSD, and they're able to
no,
receive
there's
combat,
so many people
receive
going through
treatment, and
stuff
continue serving.
that don't say anything because they
Wait,
know if they
Jacob,
come and
hold
say
on.
that they're
Stop, because you're actually gonna, this is actually gonna trigger me because I've lost, and it's a valid crash out because I have lost brothers, mainly brothers, but also sisters in the military because of what you're suggesting right now. The fact that they don't come forward because of a stigma that exists that we're trying fucking so desperately to erase. I
that's what
have
I'm
had
saying.
Right. And but those people that don't come forward who have taken their fucking lives, dude, those were my fucking family.
You're
And the
saying the
problem
same
is
thing I'm saying. I didn't say, what am I saying that you're not saying? Yeah, I'm saying people don't come forward on that because they know they'll get kicked out.
Not always.
No, they won't. Hell
No.
no. There's tons of people that have like before I ever came out as trans, like I've been on ADHD medication, anti-anxiety meds, and SNRI for depression and from PTSD from my fucking job. Like for years,
And that's
years.
not an exception.
No, and I'm not on a waiver. That's just something that like I had to be stable on the med for 90 days and that's it. But that's a lot of our military. So no, that's why I'm saying like people don't come forward. Some people don't.
A lot of
Mainly
people don't.
it's changing. You never answered my question. Have you served?
I'm not getting personal on here.
You didn't.
I'm
So
not
you did
getting
not
personal
serve.
on
You
here.
didn't.
So
I'm not getting
stop
personal
speaking
on here.
about
Yeah, you
stop
didn't. If
speaking
you did,
about the
you'd say.
military.
Why
Yeah.
would I say that on here? So you guys can tell me
Because
that.
you would use it as an authority over who should and shouldn't serve.
No. So you guys can turn me in and say I'm transphobic, get my job.
No, you'll be fine in fucking Trump's military. Shut the
Yeah, and
fuck
then as
up.
soon as he's gone and you guys bring in some liberal lunatic,
Yeah,
my
I'm gonna go
career,
back 4
my
years and
career is
come up
over
with
with.
this clip from Pickles
Yeah,
Live.
totally,
There's
Jacob.
1,000 people watching.
You know
Most of these
what? You know what,
Dude,
Jacob?
shut the fuck
most of
up.
these
That
people
should
are
tell you
unemployed
something.
watching right
That
now, so
should
they
tell
got
Yeah.
nothing else to do than.
What?
that
It's
should tell
10 at
you
night.
something. First of all, if you
If you're not
can't
working 24 hours a day, then
if
you're
you
not a
can't
patriot.
be bold enough to say it with your fucking chest, then there's something wrong with what the fuck you're saying. Because
Yeah.
nothing I'm saying, I'm
Yeah, guess
afraid
what?
to
My face
show
is
my
here all the
face.
time. Yep. Jacob,
Yeah.
are you at work right now? Are you stealing company time?
Am I at work?
Yeah.
I'm not working, but I live at work. Yeah.
You live at work. What, like you sleep in the broom closet?
Not the room closet.
The broom room?
I live at work.
You live at work. That makes no sense.
Yeah,
You live
that's
at
as far
barracks?
as that's as far as I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna.
Are you live in the
Oh,
barracks?
I feel like you're still in training.
No, train. Yeah, on a TikTok in boot camp. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not talking about boot camp, but you can have your phone, you can be on TikTok and be in either tech school or AIT or whatever the fuck other version of it. So that's definitely possible.
No, I don't think
I
so.
guess that's possible. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
He's
But
not serving.
right.
Bullshit.
Yep. Let's let the speculation begin.
Well, I can tell that if you are in the military, you are very low ranking.
Yeah. What's the
That's what
12th
I will
general
tell you.
order, Jacob?
Why would I? I'm not doing this Quizlet thing.
Yeah.
Ian. Not
How
all
does the
branches have
how does
12.
the how does the oath of enlistment start?
I'm not proving you if I'm in or out of, or not in the military.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Well, we're
never
just
said I
proving
was
that you're
in.
not.
I
Okay.
never said I was
Wait,
in. I never said I
um,
wasn't in. Okay.
a couple things. First off, thank you two so much for your service. Seriously, you both have
Thanks,
far more
Johnny.
strength than I have because I could not. I just don't have the bravery to be able to do that, and I
Yeah,
recognize
Johnny
your
makes 6 figures
sacrifices.
on TikTok all day, just sitting on TikTok.
Sure. Second thing, Jacob seems to be stealing valor over here because he already said to me earlier he wasn't enlisted, so I don't know why he's pretending or suggesting he is.
When did I say I was enlisted?
He's not suggesting that he is, and I'm
Yeah.
just saying he
When did I
won't
say
say either
that?
way, and that's because he's not, and
Oh,
he's realizing that he's seems kind of foolish up here saying who and shouldn't be in the military
right.
when he's not brave enough to do it himself.
Jacob, the similarity between you and I, which I'm humble enough, I suppose, to recognize, is that you and I, we're wimps, just two wimps in the same pod, in the sense that you and I don't have the strength or the bravery to be able to drag ourselves to those front lines. But the difference between you and I is that I'm not running around criticizing or attempting to hurt those who do have the strength and the bravery to fight for yours and my freedom. So maybe instead of refusing to get on said front lines because you are like I and lack the courage to be able to do so, maybe recognize that you should be fighting for those who do have the courage to do so instead of trying to strip away their rights and
Johnny,
undermine their freedoms.
Johnny, there's other ways to serve. You could serve locally. You could serve. You know what I mean? You don't have to join the military.
You could serve tables
Yeah, you
at a
could serve.
restaurant.
There's so
Yeah.
many ways to
You can
serve,
have fewer
John.
options if you're part of a minority group. Love that.
Oh my God.
Eli, what's the plan when you get out?
Oh well, I'm stuck in Texas right now. I have a mortgage and three dogs to try and figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. Um, I have So I'm stuck in a state where they're trying to make just existing as a trans person a felony. Um, that bill has still not been pushed down. And so what that means is if I dare try to say that I am anything other than the sex I was assigned at birth, or I put anything on a job application or a resume or anything like that, that is different. Even if I've had that all that legally changed, um, that I would be it would be classified as
Gender
um,
identity fraud.
gender identity fraud. Thank you, Lainey.
Yeah, let
And
Eli have his turn, defense.
I
so
was just,
that's my friend, and
yeah.
also, and they could tell that I was forgetting the words, so I actually appreciated that. Please don't speak to Lainey that way. So anyhow, yeah. Right now I'm torn between securing a job. It's not going to pay nearly what I was getting paid because, again, 13 years in my career, um, I was doing okay. It took me a long time to get to the point where I was doing okay. But I'm going to be losing the medical benefits that I had. There's because of the big beautiful bill that's going to get when that goes into effect, it's going to really fucking suck because veterans. I don't know if you know that that's a social program, VA benefits. So veterans are going to uh, feel that really hard. But yeah, so what I mean by losing medical is I'm on TRICARE Prime when we're active duty. We're on TRICARE Prime. When we get out of active duty, you get 180 days of that TRICARE Prime, and then we have to start paying for insurance again. So yes, I'm losing my medical benefits. And what else? So I live. It's just me and my house, and right now I'm trying to figure out: do I stay in Texas? Um, and get a job, or do I sell my house and fucking, I don't know, move to, I don't want to be in another red state because the legislation in red states is awful for trans people. But if I go to a blue state, that's where, um, all of the raids from like ICE and stuff are, and that's
You
where
know,
they're targeting them. So
ICE is hiring new agents, $50,000 bonus, and I'm sure with your experience, they'd be happy to have you.
you got to be kidding me, right?
No, I've seen it on the news. They're giving
Yeah,
six-figure
no, but
salaries
you think
and a
that even for
$50,000 bonus.
so the thing, when I raised my right hand, I swore to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. I swore to follow all lawful orders of the president and the officers appointed over me. I swore to protect against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And ICE is the fucking domestic enemy. There's no way in fucking hell you could not offer me $1 million today in cash for me to go be fucking ICE. Never. Well, you know what they are? They are modern day Gestapo, or however the fuck you pronounce that.
Yeah.
And if you don't know your history, those were the
Gazpacho.
NAZI. Thank you. They were the
According to Marjorie Taylor Greene,
NAZIs.
right?
Okay, let me ask you this then, Eli. You know how Trump had the Marines go help in LA?
Help.
So what if that was you and you got those orders to go do that?
I would have not taken them, and I would have let myself be put in whatever fucking, like, I would have taken paperwork. I would have gone to jail. I would have, whatever the fuck consequence came along with it in the short term.
So
Like,
you'd be breaking your oath, right?
No, what would be breaking my oath would be to take that order. Because per Article 92 of the Uniform Code of Military Justice, it is actually my duty, it is every service member's duty to not follow unlawful orders. So, actually, short term,
And
the
how is
people
it
that are
unlawful?
giving,
How is it an unlawful order?
because the governor of California has the authority over the National Guard. When the president said, I'm going to deploy the National Guard, and the governor says, no thanks, The president doesn't go, yeah, huh, but he did do that. And he ordered them to go and um, terrorize the fucking city. A lot of these people, I don't want to say most, but a lot of these actual like troops are young troops that don't fucking like, they should know better. It's their responsibility to know better, but they don't. And they didn't even want to fucking be there in the first place. But yeah,
Well,
so
yeah, who wants to go to
when the
work?
governor,
Nobody wants to go to work.
it's not
Jesus.
because of that. It's because all of these fucking riots, these protests, they're not the riots that Fox News and all the fucking administration is making them out to be. They're pissed off because people are being um, ripped away from their families, not given due process. U.S. citizens are being taken and deported. There was a veteran. Oh,
Trisha with a pay to kick.
hell yeah. W Trisha. Anyways, yeah, there's no fucking way. I was posed, that question was posed to me when Black Lives Matter protests were occurring. And I said the same thing then. I would never in a million years, there's no dollar amount that you could put on me going and doing something that is absolutely repulsive. You can't pay me to be a Yahtzee. I just would never do that. But yeah,
Mhm.
thanks for coming, Lainey.
And yeah, no problem. I just because he kept saying stuff about trans women, and I wanted to point out that like blanket bullshit like that is stupid. Um, and you were right; it is absolutely just misogyny. He would, if Pete Hegseth said tomorrow all women out of the military, he would be like, "Yeah, exactly." You know, he's a fucking asshole. So, if there's any military members here that are feeling like the orders that you're being given are unlawful, you use your chain of command respectfully. If that is not working, then you report the incident directly to you can request to speak with a judge advocate general or JAG attorney, and do not
And
provide any statements until you've consulted with legal counsel.
and just because, right, this is another, like, taking it a step farther. A lot of the inspectors general and a lot of
Hmm.
JAG officers are going to be, you're going to start seeing more and more loyalists, and that's the sad thing. What you need to do is document everything.
Hmm.
Like, seriously, write everything down, date, time, if you can, like, get as descriptive as possible about the occurrences. If you can go a step farther and get those things like a witness to sign it or a notary or something, like your first sergeant to just sign it, do that. Because I'm telling you, I understand short-term consequences, right? If I were to deny orders to go to California, like you said, I know that that would end up costing me some severe consequences. Um, in the me, there's some absolute ridiculous people in the comments. um, but yeah, so I know that that means short-term consequences, but the long-term consequences are admonishment of all of those negative impacts. I promise. And the reverse of that, right? Following orders and not getting any negative consequences in the short term, but ending up in like what ended up as being like the Nuremberg trials back in the 1940s.
Just following orders doesn't work.
Yeah, those people got like unalive sentences and like life sentences and stuff like that. So better like it, if you raised your right hand, you promised, you made an oath to be brave. And this is part of that, to be brave. But write
Hmm.
everything down. Document, document, document.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Love
Anyways,
you,
thank you,
brother.
Trisha. And thanks, Pickles, for letting us come up and
Anytime. Thank you,
Yeah,
Eli.
thanks,
represent.
We
Pickles.
love you. Thank you. Thank you, Lainey.
All right, y'all have a good
Love y'all so
night.
much. Yeah, y'all have a good
Love
night.
y'all.
Thank
Love you
y'all for
back.
coming up.
Hmm.
See ya.
Um, Somebody said it in chat, so I Googled it, but it says estimates say that 10,000 veterans have been deported since 2025. 10,000. Yellow.
Hi.
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
No, but I'm not a Harris supporter either. I wasn't a Democrat. I didn't vote for either party.
Okay, so you're just a third party.
Yeah, because I think our two-party system sucks.
Yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere until we get rid of the electoral college or ranked until we do like ranked system voting, ranked choice.
Well, I I don't know about that, but I, if we keep thinking that a third-party candidate doesn't have a chance, and we just continue to like, oh well, I'm going to vote for either right or left because quote unquote lesser of two evils. I don't think I don't think we'll ever get past that
I don't know.
because we
I
keep
I
if we keep going with that mindset, we're never going to get out of it. So if people don't start just saying, you know what, I don't want to vote for them, and they start throwing their votes toward a third party candidate, we might see a change. But
I don't know. I think most of third party candidates are obstructionists and wild candidates. Like RFK was insane as fuck.
oh
Jill,
yeah, I'm
Jill,
not saying they're not, but
Jill Stein, she pops up every 4 years. We don't see her. She does absolutely nothing in the interim. I think she's also
I
just an
voted for Chase
obstructionist.
Oliver. I really really liked him. So, and I really like the libertarian policies. It's minimal government. You do you. I'm gonna do me, and the government only watches out for if
Yeah,
we need to go to war or something. And I think that's great. I
I
don't want so much control. I don't want anybody,
I
telling me what I can and cannot do.
I think it's silly. Most libertarians end up voting uh, conservative. I think it's hilarious. Conservative platform has done nothing but obsess over the borders over the last few years, and libertarians, by definition, shouldn't believe in borders, right?
Right. That's why I don't. I stick with my party lines. Like I just vote party lines because I think they're the same bird, different wings.
Okay.
I think
I,
one side perpetuates one topic to be divided on. Like look at what the topic you just had. Like one side is all pro trans, pro LGBT, and the other side is fueling the fire for anti. Like so they're keeping us divided, and people
well,
just don't
that's
see it. It's
obviously
kind of sad.
so. If you were in a third party, you would also be seeing the brunt of that, right? Like we are being uh, gaslit into defending minority groups because that's all they have to offer their constituents is they just attack minority groups. So
Well, yeah,
you would
like
be too.
it,
No one in
to
our
me.
party is waving all of these like pro-trans policies or anything like that. Nobody is saying let's let more people into women's sports and stuff. None of us are doing any of that. So the social issue, the wedge issue, is coming from the right. It's not from us. It's
Oh, I
not from the
know, but they're
Democrats.
they're they're all everybody each side is like fanning the flames, and nobody is doing anything to stop it because ultimately what they fear is unity, and ultimately what they fear is the American people finally saying no, we've had enough of your crap.
I don't. I
We,
don't
you
believe
know,
that's true. I think that the left is made up all of the different types of people, and we are a big tent, and we welcome all walks of life, including the
oh, I'm not
LGBTQ
saying that.
community.
No, 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 no.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
saying
that
that.
the
I'm
left
saying
is divisive as you're saying. Like your simple rebuttal saying like we fan the flames or we fan the fires or something. No, we really don't. Like did Kamala say anything about this in her campaign? No, not even once.
no, no, but I'm saying like the whoever is doing running things, because let's be honest, America is based on corporations and a few wealthy people, like what is it, Vanguard and BlackRock. They have their hand in so much stuff, and all these rich people, and you and I are just bottom level totem pole people. We have no idea what is happening. We don't know what is happening behind closed doors. I have
We
no
can see
idea
the
what's really going
legislation each party passes, and we can say, "Oh, I like
on.
the parties the Democrats' legislation. I like it a lot more than the Republicans'
Well,
legislation."
I mean, of course, they're showing us, quote unquote, showing us things, but what's really happening? What's really? We don't know what's going on at that level. I'm not privileged to that. Neither are you. Neither is probably any of
I'm
these
not too
people.
worried about the conspiracies. Like, I'm worried about the actual outcomes of politicians being elected and writing our laws and signing them into law. One party does laws that I like and the other side doesn't. This third party thing, this rebellious nature, this like nihilism, I don't get it. You're throwing your vote away every time, every single time until we change our voting laws. It's never going to do anything. This weird movement where you're just trying to drag other people along is not going to happen.
Well, I mean, I just can't vote for somebody that I don't. First of all, that I don't agree with their policies. Second of all, that I, you know, don't like.
What
I didn't like
policies
either one of
don't you
them.
like about her that she was offering?
Well, they're not libertarian policies, so I didn't like any of them.
Libertarian policies or non-policies?
Exactly. I didn't like any of them. I didn't like any of them
Can you
because of
give
that
me?
reason.
Can you give like you just don't like them because they don't fall in line with your party? Can you give me an actual criticism of one of their policies that they wrote?
I like minimum government. Every in all both of them.
We're the richest
That's
country
what
on
the
earth. We should have nice things. We should keep homeless people off the streets. We should keep our veterans fed. We should do all sorts of programs to have a robust government, not some shitty rinky-dink paper cup, solo cup fucking government that
I mean,
everybody's on their own.
you can still have a be a powerful nation and be a powerful country without having to have so much government overreach.
Then you're like making some weird exceptions to your libertarianism. Like none of these things make any sense. If like California was libertarian as fuck and there were no social programs and everybody, it was just the Wild West. There would be so many homeless people flooding the streets, the hospitals, the jails. It would just be an absolute fucking shit show.
I don't think so, because they believe in like private sectors. And I mean, for example, like maintaining roads and stuff, it would be like the community that, or the neighborhood in which you live in, the area in which you live in, kind of like almost like an HOA. But that you would pay into that, and then that would pay for fixing roads and whatnot. So
basically the same thing, but
it
just a
would be
different route.
the citizens would be in charge of it, and I like that idea. I like privatized free market.
Okay.
It allows people to be more competitive with the things, and
I think
even
that
like libertarian policies.
America needs to be more competitive on the world stage, and we need subsidies to do that. We need targeted subsidies. We need actual like things planned out, things that Democrats do, not just sitting around and hoping that the organic market of the United States does better than everyone else, because we're so hands off.
Even like one of the policies like libertarians have is they believe that you could even go, like if you lived in Georgia and you found health insurance cheaper in Idaho, that you would be able to purchase health insurance across state lines. And I think, to me, that would offer up way more opportunities for somebody to have like a private.
We lost her.
Oh no, that would offer more opportunities for people to be able to pay cheaper insurance premiums, but still have,
I think this is like a crappy version of what we could have. Like we could totally take out insurance, the middleman out of the insurance, the medical industry, and pay far less than what we do for all of our medical stuff. Every country who's done socialized medicine has far better outcomes, and they pay half of what we do. I think it's stupid to be just against it just because your party, their ideology like bends the other way. I think this is a no-brainer. Every other country on earth that's developed has this, and we could easily do this. Like this would easily advance our economy, our living conditions. It would make our life expectancy go up.
Offers more, but again, like that would be, the more the government gives you, the more control they have over you, and that's not for me. I don't want that.
We can write these laws however we want, and this is absolutely, there's no way that the government is going to have an interest in fucking with your medical needs, your healthcare needs, than a
No,
fucking
they can tell you
billionaire
what you can and cannot do
CEO.
with it.
Yeah, a billionaire CEO though is coming up with ways to deny people healthcare to make more money. That's literally the name of the game for insurance. We could get rid of that.
Yeah, but once you open, that's the point. But then you go back to when if you open it up to like universal health care, and the government offers universal health care, then they're able to tell you what you can and cannot do. And I don't want our country was not established for the federal government to have so much control.
Well, I
I
don't know.
mean,
I
that
feel
is
like
not
having
if
nice
you.
things comes with some oversight, yeah. But I feel like this is a no-brainer. Just because you just like don't like being told what to do, you're just like some weird authority
Well,
like
no, but
complex.
no,
I
but I
absolutely
mean,
do
look
want
at how our
laws in
country was.
place that
Our
tell us
country
we
was.
can't take advantage of a universal healthcare system.
Our country was formed for the federal government to not have as much control as it does, and it currently has way too much as it is.
I
It
don't
had
know.
way too much 9 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean,
The government was formed with rewriting the Constitution every 20-something years too. I don't care.
right? I mean, it was formed where basically it was just to control the military, and the states kind of had more control. So
I don't really
I
get
don't.
bent out of shape over what the intentions were. I'm worried about what's best.
I do because I don't. They should not be as powerful as they are, and I will advocate that till the day I die.
Okay, well, what we have right now is insane, and they have insane power. Like we want more personal freedoms on the left. So whatever you are, you're somewhere in the middle. You want you. I don't think that you're the party of ultimate freedoms. I think you're the party of let more people suffer, let economies fail, and kind of just like a everyone fend for themselves kind of economy where I think in a country, the better everyone does, the better society is. Like I don't want to be the richest person in some shithole, like poor country. I would rather be doing well in a country that has a great society, a healthy middle class.
Sure, but that comes but that comes with a price.
Yeah, I
Some
don't mind that.
control, and I don't. I mean, you might be okay with somebody telling you what you can and cannot do all the time, literally in every aspect of your life. I mean, look, people don't even own their own homes. You could pay your house completely off, and you're still going to have property taxes and pay taxes, which I understand. Okay, that goes to like improvements in the schools and all that kind of stuff. But you never truly own your own home. You never truly
I
own your
get
home,
that.
and I
I don't
think
know.
that's a bunch of
I get that.
of
That's the
crap.
society we live in. That's the society we live in. And until we change something fundamentally, that's not going to change. Throwing your vote away every 4 years doesn't change that either. You're pretty much just letting the right pull us more to the right.
I mean, if that's what I mean, I don't know. I will always just vote party lines because I agree with it, and I can't see unless somebody else comes up that I support or I think doesn't suck. Then I will continue to vote that way, just because I will advocate at all levels to. No, we have other options. We don't just have to go with those two. We have other options.
I mean, I
So
think it's crazy to think that like laws like unfettered capitalism is the way to go. I think that's crazy. I think it's incoherent. I think we've seen the wealth gap go crazy under those types of policies. I can't get behind anything libertarian at all. I feel like the world gets more complex every year, and I think that we need to meticulously take care of our market and our economy. I don't feel like we should just let it fucking grow into this big, uncontrollable, horrible thing where people can consolidate power and just like what's it called? A dictatorship. You could have like an oligarchy, or you could have somebody like authoritarian over the market. So like, what if one person controlled all of the flour or the wheat?
right.
Like
Well,
we
that'd be
obviously
terrifying.
need things. We need things in place, and I think that libertarianism is some weird pipe dream where like more freedom would equal less results, in my opinion.
I mean, but if everybody's working together, like if you're working within your community, because all the changes start at the bottom. I mean, we're not going to see change from the top down.
We
I think we
absolutely do see
start.
change from top down. See tons of
I
it.
think it's bottom. You have to work at the bottom level and then work your way up to the top to see changes. That's what I think. And if you're working with your community and you're involved in your community,
I think that's
where
an
you're gonna see
old way of
change.
thinking. I think before the internet, like I feel like I reach far more people than I would trying to huddle masses here in Dallas, Texas. I reach far more people on the internet trying
Well,
to
yeah, that's because that's the
have a bigger
internet.
reach.
But as far as I'm talking about, as far as like things in your community, like, yeah, the federal government, things they do impact us, but ultimately it's the local level that really, really you see the impact of their legislation.
Okay, I mean maybe, or we can see things like Trump using the National Guard of certain like states, and using it against their own state, like, or we see Trump defunding schools like a motherfucker. Like Texas is going to lose 20% of its school funding. We,
No,
I mean, I think
yeah,
large,
that's why I
big
see
federal
both
government
sides.
can do a lot of stuff to fuck with
Like I
us.
see both sides, you know, I see both sides, and that's why I think both sides are awful. So, you know, kind of at a you know, I haven't jumped ship or anything, but I think both sides are awful, and I'm kind of at a standstill. Like they both suck, and I wish there was something different, but we don't have it because we can't get there collectively. But it is what it is. So, but that's it.
Okay, someone paid to kick you, but you're welcome to come back
Okay.
anytime. Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Jennifer and Jason, W's in the chat. Jennifer and Jason, what's up, Nemo?
What's up, man?
How you been, bro?
Been all right. Sounds like that was an interesting little conversation.
Libertarians bugged the crap out of me.
Yeah. Although I will say, some of the best conversations that I've ever had politically, it was with a self-identified libertarian who took political science, or like their degree was in poli-sci.
Mm.
God, those conversations were incredible. I fundamentally disagreed with her on pretty much everything except for one or two things, but it was awesome.
Hello.
Hello,
Are you a Trump supporter?
I am.
What do you like about Trump?
I know you're going to ask me a specific policy. I'm not going to have one, but I like his policies. The reason I was coming up is because when Johnny was on here, he was talking about the no tax on tips, and how that how that other speaker was only going to get $5 a day. So, yes, it's only $5 a day, which is $25 a week. I mean, it goes up to like, I calculate it's like $1,300. Like that guy could pay $100 more on his mortgage every month and cut off like 5 or 6 years off of his mortgage payment.
Do you know what the average cost of the tariffs per household will be?
It doesn't. What is the average cost?
$3 to $4 grand.
$3 or $4 grand.
Net
Yeah,
negative.
I've been feeling that for 3 years now
What do you mean?
with inflation.
Okay, well, COVID happened. We can't undo that.
Okay, so we've been feeling it already. But to say that it's only for $5 a day is just disingenuous, in my opinion. You can do a lot more with that.
I feel like that's the math. Like, that's not disingenuous.
I know it's the math, but to say it's only $5 a day,
so
which calculates out to $1,300 a year.
This is the This is
It
the
calculates out to $1,300 a year,
this
which
is
is
the
a
weave
which
that
is a
Trump
mortgage
does,
payment.
right? So he's like, I'm going to
It's a
cut your
mortgage
taxes
payment,
a little
brother.
bit, but we're also going
It's
to
a
throw these
mortgage payment,
tariffs up.
brother.
Yeah,
But it's a mortgage payment.
It's a negative mortgage payment if you add the tariffs, right?
If you cut off 6 years of a mortgage, you're saving like $90,000.
Dude, you're not listening to
It's
what
a
he's
negative
saying.
mortgage payment now that we talk about tariffs, right? So dang,
No.
that's a lot, right? Keep going.
How is it a negative mortgage payment?
You were just talking about like
I understand we're paying
$1,500, and
more
when we're
for
talking about
items.
average households, we'll be paying $3,000 to $4,000 extra.
I
And
don't necessarily believe that.
The trade war that Donald Trump started in 2018 raised
Sure.
the average cost of households by
In
an
2018.
average of.
In 2018.
I'm sorry, man. What?
In 2018. That's what you just said.
No. In 1902,
You said in 2018 the tariff war has increased.
the
prices.
trade war with China.
Okay. Sure.
Do I need subtitles?
No, you don't need subtitles. But
Thank
you
you.
said
Okay, can I
2018.
continue now?
So now there's the trade war tariffs, plus there's the inflation. And now
Holy
there's
God.
more tariffs. Is that what you're saying?
Can I make my point without you attempting to predict it and make it for me in a worse way?
Go ahead.
Thank you. The trade war that Donald Trump started with China in 2018, studies were done on this. It raised average cost to a household in the United States by I think it was the average was $1,400. Multiple studies were done on this. Annual cost burden per the average household increased by an average of roughly $1,400 per year. All right. That was my point. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay.
So an increase of your expenses by an average of $1,400. If you're saying that you're now getting an extra 100 a month because of the no tax on tips, what you're telling me is that you're still 200 in the hole. You're still paying $200 more than you were the year before.
Okay.
That is what Pickles is trying to tell you.
I get it, bro.
Okay.
And
I understand that.
Dolphin,
But there was
thank
also
you for the PayPals.
there was also the tax bill where Trump lowered taxes. His policy lowered taxes for all middle class Americans. That is undeniable. I received the benefit directly from that of probably $2,000 a year.
Every 8 years, we get to do tax policies. Trump
Okay.
just so happened to get his fucking grubby dick beaters on it when he
Twice.
became president, and he slid most of the benefits to corporations, to rich
That's
people.
not true, man.
Yes,
That is not true, man.
83% went to the
Yeah,
top
but-
to the top 1%. That is true.
But Pickles, what you're saying is, like, you're talking to, like, my annual household income is decent.
Is it over
you know,
$360,000?
It is not.
Okay,
However,
then you did not benefit. You did not
It's-
net benefit from
it's
his
a little
tax breaks.
it's a little more than 50% of that.
Yeah, then
but
you did not benefit
My
from his
my
tax
wife
breaks.
and I are paying a lot less in taxes because of that bill.
Listen, you would
We are.
you would probably be doing way better under Kamala's bill. This is all. This is all I show people.
Sure. Well, she's not the president
Well, this is what we had
She
to
lost.
choose from.
because she couldn't communicate.
And Trump, the guy that talks about fucking the late great Hannibal Lecter, he can communicate.
He can, and he does. That's why his approval ratings have went up every single year
He's
of his
literally
presidency.
he's literally at
His-
he's like at 30 something right now.
Bro, his average approval rating, according
Average?
to Real Clear Politics, has went up
Average?
every single year of his presidency. Go look it
Yeah,
up.
no, his polling numbers amongst young people who were kind of
Oh, young
pivotal in
people.
getting him into the White House this time
Sure.
around. It went from 55% approve at the start to I think that it's down to like 28% approve.
Yeah.
Like the swing was like 50 points.
You're also speaking about a group of people that like aren't really a big part of the voting bloc. They're just not. They don't vote.
Is that why you agreed with me until I said something that countered your narrative?
No, I didn't agree.
Is that why you agreed with me when I said they were pivotal in getting him elected?
No. What I'm saying is his average approval rating went up every year of his.
Yeah, no, I know what you're
Hold
saying.
on,
I was
and
saying something
his-
else.
And this term, he's the only president
Okay,
that's
yeah.
ever happened to
We're reading talking points.
since
Cool.
they
What's
started polling. He's the only president that's happened to.
up? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What's
Okay.
up, Pickles?
He's literally the only
this
president.
is the choice. These are the options we had at the election. All right, bub. So you see all the yellow. This is increasing tax brackets. You see the poorest people are on the left, the richest people are on the right. Trump is increasing tax burdens on everyone on the left, decreasing them for everyone on the right. And then Kamala was going to decrease everything all the way up to $360,000. She was going to decrease people's tax burdens and then raise them for the richest 1%. And you're sitting here eating poop off a plate, saying this is delicious.
So if you raise taxes on the richest people in America, what are they going to spend the money on?
They're probably going to buy houses. They're probably going to do stock buybacks. They're probably just going to buy a yacht.
Maybe they will, but it takes like what, 3 years to build a yacht, so that's a lot of jobs.
Maybe a couple dozen. Right?
Okay, more jobs, more houses,
Okay.
more workers.
And when the poor people in the economy get money, they go and they buy things from stores. They create demand at
Yeah.
Subway, and they
Sure.
create jobs there too.
Right, and those people that are working the jobs to build those yachts, to build those homes, are now buying more food and buying more goods and buying more things.
It goes much further because money trickles up. It does not trickle down. Money trickles up. We have 50 years of data on this. Money trickles up. Like when you go buy something from Walmart, it goes eventually all ends up in the CEO's hands and the shareholders' hands, and then it
Right.
doesn't go anywhere else. It goes nowhere
Well,
else.
I mean, I have a 401k that's been growing pretty well the last
You can't say
8 or
6
9
months. You
8 or
can't
9
say-
years. Well, I'm up like 18% this year, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
What does that have to do with what he said?
Well, you're
he was
saying
talking
it
about
trickles
trickling
to
up.
investors. Yeah, so it comes up to my 401k or those investors that are managing the 401k plans.
Yeah, only
I mean,
50-something%
the
of
money,
people
the
have
money trickling,
money
this
invested.
stuff doesn't, like, I'm 45 years old. This whole money trickling up and trickling down thing, everybody's got to make money. Everybody's got to make money, and it seems like the government wants to make the most.
The
You can
government's
look at
in debt.
Illinois. You can look at Illinois. It's like the property taxes go up every year. The pension liabilities go up every year. Everything goes up every year. The fuel tax goes up every year. It's unbelievable.
And,
Only
and
people
then they
making
pay
more
their own
money is the
bills.
government.
It's crazy. It's crazy. In Republican states, they all have been taught that taxation is theft, so they just straight up just don't pay their own bills every year. We literally have to come in behind them and pay their fucking bills.
Okay.
You're not
Well,
aware of
Illinois
that.
doesn't pay their bills. We had a backlog of bills for years.
Wait. You're not aware of what he just said.
See all these states that are red? These states can't pay their. In fact, Texas is red now too. They can't pay their own fucking bills.
Dude,
All
Illinois.
these states that are green, they pay their own bills, and then they have to pay all these states that are red. They have to pay their bills too.
The Illinois pension liability over the next like 35 years or whatever is like $180 billion.
Okay.
180 billion. Illinois is not paying their bills. I'm telling you, dude.
It
Did you say
seems like
pension
they are.
liability over the course of 35? Never mind. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It seems like they pay their own bills.
Illinois' 5 state pension systems have unfunded liability exceeding $140 billion,
Okay.
reaching $317 billion. I don't
And
know
what's
what
the
that is.
timeline? You
But
said
literally,
35 years?
Literally, well, this is according to Moody's.
Okay, but
Literally, dude.
what's the time?
Illinois ain't paying its
That's
bills.
nothing. If the GDP of fucking Illinois is like $1 trillion, that's literally fucking nothing.
It's 30% of it. Not to mention all the welfare we pay.
It's $1.1
Jesus Christ.
trillion dollars.
Okay, fine.
It's literally nothing.
but it's
Over the course-
$317 billion. Like if you had $1,000 and I took $300 from you, you'd be like, dude, you took $300.
Okay, yeah, but you're talking about a
Right?
30-year
Right?
liability.
You would do that, right?
You're talking about a 30-year liability, bro.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. It's a
No,
ton
that
of
matters.
money.
That absolutely
Totally
matters.
It's a ton of
Totally
money, bro.
divide
No,
by
that absolutely
30.
matters.
Divide that by 30, and that's what we're talking about every year.
Yeah.
Here, let's play the same game. So, what was it? 300 billion divide by 30. So what is that? I'm dumb. Is that's 10 a year, right? 10 billion a year?
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. I'm still like waking up.
I don't even
That should
know.
be simple math.
I don't even
so
know that
anyway,
many,
10 billion a year. So cool. Now, instead of 30 years, let's go ahead and jack it up to 200 years. And so what you're telling me is that Illinois doesn't have unfunded liabilities for pensions in the neighborhood. They actually have, it's 2 trillion, bajillion, zillion, kerjillion. Well, if we extend it out to the heat death of the universe, it's infinity dollars. What?
It's true. It's true.
This is the same scare tactic that's used whenever people try to say that Social Security is bad and that Medicare and Medicaid is bad and that pretty much any type of welfare program is bad.
Well, with Social Security, I think they should increase the cap. Like, it shouldn't be capped at 125K.
We agree on that.
It's 170.
Oh, yeah,
Totally agree
it
with
should
you.
go up. All of your income should be subject to that.
Agreed. And they'll do anything besides that. They'll do fucking anything. They'll rip it away. They'll raise
Now,
the age.
I will say, if they made everybody's income subject to that, they could lower the percentage a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I would be just fine with literally just having it solvent again.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it shouldn't be capped at 125K. It should go up.
Yeah, I think it's
I don't know what it
172.
should go up to. I'm just a guy that like lives and works and pays my bills and lives in debt. It's like I don't like all this bickering, but I mean, I just like Trump's policies. I don't know. Kamala did not speak to me in any way.
You came up
It
here.
didn't come
You
off
came
as
up here.
offended.
You came up here and you said, I know you're about to ask me about policies, but I don't know policies. Do you ever think to just go look up policies?
I mean, I know the policies. So the immigration policy, I'm okay with that.
Trump's immigration policy?
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
You're fine with sending people to prison for the rest of their life with no due process for?
I don't think that is the goal of it.
He did do that.
To how many people?
A couple hundred.
Okay, a couple hundred. All right. There's probably a couple hundred people sitting in prisons right now that didn't do anything.
You're saying it's nothing?
It's those 200. It'll correct itself.
Oh my god. No, the thing is,
I can't look at every single.
First of all, I don't want him to have the ability to do this. I don't want him to have the ability.
350 million people in this country. 200 people that something happened to. Like,
I love
all
that.
right,
I love that. So let me guess. You guys are familiar with Laken Riley?
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. How many people were killed by migrants last year? Do you know?
I don't know. Don't care.
You don't care.
Yeah, I mean, sure, I care, but you'll tell me how many.
29.
Okay. And then when you guys were talking about police brutality, how many African American people were killed by police?
It was the rate.
There was like 4.
It was
like
the rate.
4. But there's like 4. I mean,
Over what, 1 year?
I would have to look at it again, but it was a very low number. Just like you're saying, it's a low number. It's a low number, and what you're saying is a low number. So, I mean, you're making this out to be like 29's like, oh, look they don't commit any crimes.
They don't.
Okay, well, you can look at it from the other lens.
Okay, and what's that?
That police aren't just out hunting people to unalive them.
That doesn't really prove the fact that what I'm saying is not true. I'm saying that they've caused little to no trouble, and you guys are spending hundreds of billions of dollars on this. Yes, the people may have gotten together and protested because of this topic, but we didn't spend hundreds of billions of dollars doing this.
So causing trouble is the litmus test?
No, I think that the
just said that.
harm caused, the monetary damages.
You said they hardly cause any crimes, or they hardly do anything, so why are you worried about it? So that's the litmus test. Okay.
Why would you say that's the litmus test? That's to see if
Well,
they're
that's what you
sentient.
just said. That's what you just said.
To see they're sentient because they don't do anything? Do you know what a litmus test is?
Oh, it's the one thing you're looking at.
No.
No.
All right, so what do they say here? Statistica. From 2017 to 2024, there were I don't know. I have to look at these. But again, it's very small numbers. It's very small numbers. Just like this crime doesn't happen in the illegal or in the migrant community. It's like, come on, man. I'm for immigration, but we got to do it a legal way. We got to do it a different way.
Okay. They were doing it the legal way.
I mean, I just talked to somebody just recently, someone who's been here for 25 years. He's self-deporting.
Okay.
So
that's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry.
Like that's a loss to our country. Like what you're telling me is that a guy who has spent 25 years of his life here, who has built his life here, probably has a family or roots or like community ties of some type, right?
He's like 28.
Oh, well, shit, never mind. All right. So like, I mean, he's 28. So still like, he's been living here his whole life. He has known no other life, and now he's self-deporting.
I agree with you.
What? That is a loss to us.
So yeah, you're right. Because he's a good guy. But the thing is, it's like, why haven't you been through the process?
It's expensive because it takes years.
Well, we need to change that.
Well, you said he was 28. I guarantee he's probably DACA.
Oh, he's self-deporting anyway. But the thing is,
do you know what DACA is?
Yeah, it's the thing that Obama did. I forgot what the acronym is for.
Yeah. So if you said he was here for, did you say 25 years or 20 years?
He's 28 years old.
Right, but how long has he been here?
I think he came over with his parents somehow. I don't know. I didn't really get into his history, but
okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I mean, if I think you said that he's been here for 25 years.
Yeah.
If that's true, he came here when he was 3. His parents brought him here when he was 3 years old. He would 1000% be subject to DACA.
Yeah.
So that's deferred action of childhood arrivals, right? He is a textbook case for DACA, and it should be protected by that. He shouldn't have to self-deport. That's the whole point.
He shouldn't, but he is. I don't know. Self-deporting.
Yeah, and then Trump's also reversed like 500,000 people's legal status. Like, hey, come here legally, but fuck them too.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree. The laws need to change, but unfortunately, the people that we have elected in Congress, in the Senate, and the House of Representatives, they love all this division and all this bickering and arguing, so they don't have to do anything. And then what they do is they rely on the Supreme Court to legislate for them. That's all they do.
We try to do things. The left tries to. Biden's first thing when he came into office, he handed Congress a bill that was supposed to make it easier for people to have a pathway to citizenship. We are the only people who try to do this. You guys are paranoid because you think we're trying to get people to come vote for us. It's a never-ending circle. That's why. Not because some people love the
I
division.
could see that
You
happening.
guys bring this up every fucking time a Democrat's in office. You're like, the border's wide open. It's the only thing that gets people charged to vote for Republicans. That's what that is. That's it.
Okay, so then there's the abortion issue as well,
And pew
which is
pews.
a,
Yeah.
a wedge issue. A wedge issue.
Yeah, it was a made-up issue in the 1980s.
And me personally, I don't agree with it. But if you want to do it, okay, fine. Like, you can live with that the rest of your life.
Wonderful. Yeah,
Good.
the Republican Party disagrees with you.
I don't think so. I think
No,
most,
they do. They have
the
tried
party,
as much as possible to ban it.
sure, the hard line people.
I got news for you,
yes.
man.
And
The
then there's
Republican
hardline
Party
Democrats
at
that are like,
the Republican Party at the federal level is majority hardliners at this point, especially in the Trump era.
yeah, but like when you're talking to like normal people, like everyday people,
Dude,
it's
I agree with what you're saying about, like, yes, are there normal people who have been Republican the majority of their life and have Republican like views, like not this insane MAGA shit, but just like, I guess, traditionally Republican views, who have your stance on abortion? Sure, that they absolutely exist. I grew up in Georgia. I know they 100% exist. But what I'm telling you is, you're talking about voters, right? I am talking about the people who are in elected office, the people who write the bills, the people who pass the bills into law, the people
Yeah.
who interpret the law.
60% of the nation believes in access to abortion. So every single state that reversed access to abortion after Roe v. Wade was doing it against the majority of what people wanted.
I don't know how many states reversed.
They had trigger laws. There's like 20.
20.
Yeah, pretty much all of the South.
Well, sorry guys, I don't know what to tell you. Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg said it was flimsy law. So, you know, I actually, I would
she didn't
say-
really
I would say
even
this.
say that. That's just, it's revisionist, like,
I would
BS
say
to
this.
talk about Ginsburg and like invoke Ginsburg and her opinion on access to AB. It's ridiculous, right? It's your attempt to try and say, well, even Ginsburg didn't like it. No,
I'm not even saying
that's not
that.
what she said.
I'm just saying that she implied that it was due to flimsy law. Also, I don't think if Trump didn't have to talk about abortion, he wouldn't even talk about it at all.
He was
He don't care
pro-choice
about it.
before all this.
He don't
Yes,
care about it.
He was
He
pro-choice.
doesn't give a shit about it.
He's doing
does
this
not
because
give
the
a
Heritage
shit about it.
Foundation wants him to. He's not doing this because he fucking cares. He's doing it for votes, or he's doing it for the Heritage
Well-
Foundation. He doesn't think. I can't imagine how many fucking abortions Trump's probably paid for. I can't imagine.
Well, that's kind of, I mean, that's speculative. I mean,
The Playboy billionaire Trump, who's cheated on every wife.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a bunch of kids that nobody knows about. Who knows?
No, because he aborted them.
Mm.
Here's an example that we do know about. Herschel Walker, a man who beat his wife. That's his full name, by the way. His name's not Herschel Walker. It is Herschel Walker, a man who beat his wife. That guy. He was the one that the Republican Party picked to run against Raphael Warnock in Georgia for the Senate seat that was up to in 2022.
Yeah.
It should be noted, Raphael Warnock had the audacity of being, a fucking preacher at Martin Luther King's church. God forbid, right? Herschel Walker, a man who beat his wife, on the other hand, picked by the Republicans to run against a preacher. And Herschel Walker, a man who beat his wife, about a month before the election, Herschel Walker, a man who beat his wife's son, his name is Christian.
Walker?
Yes, Christian Walker. So he used to be. I haven't heard from him in a long time on
He's a
TikTok,
liberal
but he was
now.
big at the time. And he dropped a bombshell a month before and started talking about his dad because he for the most part he stayed kind of out of it, and he was like, he started talking about his relationship with his dad and how his dad was distant and all that shit. Started talking about how his dad paid for abortions, two, two, two that we know of, with evidence, with proof that he did it. That comes out a month before the election. And Herschel Walker, a man who beat his wife, it was like, but Biden, and what was most telling to me was that what's her name, Dana, the NRA woman, Dana.
Dana not Perino.
I think it is
Lash.
Perino. It's something like that.
Dana Lash.
Lash, that's it. Yes. She
He's hot.
had a podcast, and she said something to the effect of, "I don't care if he aborted 100 babies. I want that seat, and so we should vote for him." She literally said it, and I'm not even exaggerating. That's effectively, the number might be wrong, but
Yeah.
it was in that neighborhood. She said that, like, on her podcast.
Tay, thank you so much for the kick. W Tay-Tay's in the chat. Thank you so much. Much love. So much. Sorry, Bert, you can come back tomorrow.
Hello, what's up?
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
I am. Yep.
Have we talked before?
Nah, we haven't. I don't think we have, at least. This is my first time actually doing debates, so nah.
Okay.
But
what do you like about Trump?
I don't know. I feel personally that he's a strong president, right? From what we've seen from like Biden and Camila, I forgot her name. Chameleon. What's her name? Kamala. Gotcha. Yeah, Kamala. So yeah, from what we saw from all them people, I don't know. I feel like Trump's like more stand up, more direct as to what he wants to do and stuff like that.
More stand up, more
without-
direct. So
without getting into the
I
yeah,
don't
go ahead.
I would look at his first administration and say, he's gonna build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. That didn't happen. He was gonna pass infrastructure. That didn't happen. Didn't even try. He was gonna replace the ACA. He was gonna show us his plans for that in 2 weeks. Never happened. Never does any of that. Then lies about a bunch of stuff all the time. I don't think that's a very good leader. I think that somebody who does memes on social media after he bombs a country, I think that's a pretty bad leader. I think somebody who scapegoats everybody, who doesn't enforce the law when things like Signalgate happen, or enforce any sort of like investigation into it, shows the rest of the world that we're not very serious as a country. And I think that Trump also making personal attacks at all of his political opponents, calling people horseface, calling people the leader of ISIS, saying that they're born in Kenya, saying that their fathers shot JFK. I think that kind of makes you look weak. I think that makes you look like you have a fragile ego if you can't help but lash out and make insults.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, with the whole the different insults that he said, yeah, that's kind of like, I mean, that's like high school type of shit, if I get that part, but economically, I noticed, from what I noticed, is that the gas prices went down a bit from when we did have that, and then the first time Trump was in, he had the Alaskan pipeline and stuff, and
it's not even true.
Cheaper gas.
So you're talking about the Keystone
true?
XL. The Keystone XL was actually stopped by Judge Brian Morris in 2019 under Trump. The Keystone XL was actually also the decision was reupheld by the Supreme Court in 2022 during Trump, with his Supreme Court justices picked. And when Biden came in, he ripped up the permit because there was no future for it. Are you over 18?
I am. I was born August 16th, 2006. So, and this August I'm gonna be 19. So, nice. I'm 18. I'm right on the dot.
My birthday's August 17th.
Oh, there you go. Happy early, by the way. But
You too.
Yeah. Thank you. But no, I like from what I understood, without getting into the whole ICE thing, because that's a big thing lately about that all. But what I feel, some some of those the things that he has done, like economically, from what I saw about the gas prices being low, how did that happen? I'm not really sure. I don't really follow economically with that, but I do know it during his administration it did go down, and that most from what I hear, there was no other country that was invaded during his presidency.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that, but I don't know.
During his presidency, Russia was invading Ukraine. The war started in 2014. They were still doing stuff in Ukraine. Trump even sent them Javelin missiles. So it's not really true. He also oversaw the increase of drone strikes by 450%. He also pulled out of the Turkish-Kurdish war, or the agreement, which caused 11,000 people to be invaded and slaughtered. Lauren, I see it. I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried.
Mm-hmm.
But
right.
Yeah, I
see Trump held. I'm sorry to cut you off. My bad, yeah. But from what I heard, what Trump held when he was sending them javelins, and what he was explaining to Ukraine was, with us being there, that us as U.S. helping Ukraine out, they had the cards against Russia, because Ukraine's a small area, Russia is big, and Ukraine had a good fight in the beginning, but he wanted people to stop dying. That was the main thing that and I mean,
Trump
the
does
guy
not care
did
about
have
wanting people to stop that. He literally pulled out of the Turkish-Kurdish agreement and got people just slaughtered. He doesn't care about that. And then he's funding Ukraine again. He's literally saying whatever it was that was controversial that he can run on. It's like, oh, defund Ukraine, America first. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to keep funding Ukraine.
When did he say defund Ukraine?
America first?
Well, America first, yeah, but
why was that even a thing? The whole thing was America first because we were sending aid to Ukraine.
What? What'd you say? My bad, I didn't hear you.
You guys were chanting America first because we were sending aid to Ukraine. Now Trump is continuing sending aid to Ukraine.
Well, yeah, what I believed was that us sending aids to Ukraine was a good thing in some sense, but in another sense it wasn't. We couldn't keep going because war creates profit. That's kind of how it goes. And what we were trying to do, at least what I think I saw, what Trump was trying to do, was he was trying to stop the war, and he was trying to explain,
of course, that is a pipe dream. Like, he was just saying whatever he could to get elected. In my opinion, it's like, I'm going to stop the war in one day. Like, nobody can get along with Trump. Trump is the worst communicator in political history of the United States. Nobody thinks that he could hash out a deal. Putin didn't even fucking bother to show up of his last fucking negotiations. Didn't even fucking show up. And then Trump finally got the idea. It was like, oh, okay, he's just dragging me along and invading Ukraine while he's telling me to wait. Like, bombing hospitals while he's, like, on the phone with me. Like, dude, give me a break. Trump is just a moron. He promised the world, and he can't deliver. And he realized that we have to fund Ukraine. Just like you said, it makes no sense not to. If we don't want to be facing a larger Russia with more control over the trade in Europe, we will obviously take it's like 0.5% of our military budget, by the way, and help them.
Right. Yeah. But what about what do you? I gotta ask you a question. What do you think would have been a better leader? Who did you think out of the two terms currently, right now, as you see, who do you think would have been a better leader, Biden or Trump?
Biden, easy.
Really? So, But Biden, you see now. All right, I get it. Trump, he's a go-getter type of guy, and he's said a lot of crazy shit on to different presidents, as some probably to even their faces and stuff, and I understand that. But Biden didn't really have much of a backbone, if you know what I mean. He kind of was led, and this is the way I was seeing it, because if you look at it, Biden was reading off a teleprompter. He wasn't reading his own
So
speeches.
is Trump. Trump sounds like a fucking moron when he talks without a teleprompter.
Yeah, but Biden falls upstairs. Trump doesn't.
So does Trump. He just did 2 weeks ago.
No, he did not.
Yes,
did
he did. Yes.
Where did he do?
In Air Force One.
He fell up the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
it's also
right,
just the dumbest thing. Who cares? Presidents will slip all the time. It means literally nothing. Trump being fucking so dumb that he says we should nuke a hurricane, that's embarrassing on the world stage. World leaders, our adversaries, looking at Trump and be like, I bet this guy's really fucking dumb.
True.
That's what I worry about. Saying that there were airports in the Revolutionary War, that we talk about sharks and batteries, and the late great Hannibal Lecter, the craziest shit that comes out of his mouth because he doesn't read teleprompters. He goes on and on. I could read you a Trump speech. It literally sounds like somebody who should be in a mental care facility.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm be honest with you. I feel like a lot of the senses with, what maybe some of the things. I'll give what happened with Iran. All right, that was a military mission, and that was for all right. Maybe the whole, talking shit back and forth was maybe not the best thing, but
yeah,
we did what we did over there.
Talking shit, the memes on Truth Social. Are you fucking kidding me? If we're gonna be diplomacy, if peace is on the line, who do you think is actually going to make peace first? Trump, who posts fucking memes with parodies of Bomb Iran, or Biden, who keeps things kosher? And if you fuck with him, he gets 50 different nations to rally behind him and fund you.
Well, Biden, he kind of was, he couldn't, to be honest with you, he was towards, maybe during his younger days, I could see, all right, he had a chance, but him being older as he was, and I get it, Trump and Biden.
I think he just kept his head down and worked. He didn't need to get on TV all the fucking time and say crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
He just worked. He was a very productive president. He did fantastic stuff.
You sure that was Biden's work, or you think that was
whoever it was? I want him back.
President?
Whoever it was, I want him back.
I'll give you that. But what Trump has been doing, right, with Iran? Look at how Iran ended up texting us back that, hey, we have a missile coming to let you. They let us know in advance that they were bombing a military base.
I get it. Yeah, in Qatar, dude. Okay, yeah, he's the same thing. And Trump didn't do anything to retaliate. What he did do was he's the one who's responsible for them having enriched uranium in the fucking first place. He pulled us out of the Iran nuclear deal, allowing them to enrich uranium past a certain point. Up to 60% is what they thought. And we had the IAEA in there on site checking their enriched uranium levels every month. And Trump's like, no, we're good. I'm going to try to get a better deal. Never did. Could never strike another deal with them. And now he's like, well, we got to bomb you because you've got too much enriched uranium. He fixed the problem he made. He doesn't get a thumbs up. He doesn't get a golden sticker.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I feel, I don't know. I feel like Trump was kind of more direct as to what he wanted done with certain things, and so far we don't have boots on ground with any.
Yeah, but he has threatened to invade Greenland. He hasn't threatened to invade Panama. He hasn't pissed off all of our allies with tariffs.
But we also do have boots on the ground. Like it's disingenuous to sit here and pretend that we don't.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying we don't fully have boots on. I'm saying there's certain areas that there's patrols and stuff, and I'm sure there's special missions that special forces guys go on and stuff. But I don't think that it's not a classified war, I guess you could say. It's missions.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about Black Ops. I'm talking about the U.S. military with public knowledge is present in Syria, in Iraq, in let me think for a second. Wait for it. Sudan, I think. And I think there's another one.
Yeah, and LA.
Right.
Peace, yeah, we're doing peacekeeping in other countries, which we have like infantry squads and stuff. That's their job. I'm gonna be joining the military soon anyway. I ship out August 26th. But
CT mentioned Yemen. Are we actually deployed in Yemen? I mean, either way, like the three that I named off, so Syria and Iraq, those two in particular.
Yeah, we've
been there for over we've been there for over 10 years. Like, we invaded Iraq in 2003, and Syria we invaded in 2013, 2014, something like that. So this whole idea of, oh yeah, no new wars, no boots on the ground, except that we do have boots on the ground, and there were wars. Like, there were literally U.S. soldiers attacked by Russian forces in Syria in 2018 while Donald Trump was president of the United States. It was called the Battle of Kasham. Most people don't know about it. And, obviously we kicked the ever-living shit out of them. It was pretty epic what we did to them. But nonetheless, we were attacked. You didn't know about it. Don't sit there and act like you knew what I was talking about. So,
I know.
So the point is that we've been in Syria and we've been in Iraq. Like, we're still in Iraq. We are still, to this day, in Iraq. It's a small number. We're still there. And we pulled out of Afghanistan. People want to sit here and armchair general and, bitch and moan because a horrible thing happened during that pullout. And they want to try and, tag Biden with it or something and act like this was all the Democrats' fault because blah. No, how about it's the assholes who did the attack? It's their fault, right? This whole shoulda, coulda, woulda bullshit about we should have done it this way because I understand things better. Blah 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 blah. Can we just not? We're out of Afghanistan because you're 19, I'm 32, and basically since I was in the 3rd grade, we've been in Afghanistan. Okay, we've been in Afghanistan your entire life. Yeah. And now we're not. That's a good thing. Yeah. That's a win to me. If you want to give that win to Donald Trump, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. We're out. But Donald Trump's the one he's the one that campaigned on no new wars. We are still in the desert. We are still in the desert. We're in Iraq right now. Our soldiers got traumatic brain injuries. 100 of them got sustained TBIs as a result of a rocket attack that Iran did in retaliation of us offing their head general.
Yeah.
That base that they did a rocket attack on was in Iraq. Donald Trump described those TBIs as a headache.
No big deal, just a headache.
And it should be noted, Iran gave us forewarning with that one too, because it's their practice. That's what Iran does with us, because they really don't want to start a hot war, but they also don't want to lose face. So they tell us before. It's not like they're scared of Donald Trump or, this was a special time. No, they do this all the time.
But there was no casualties, right? I mean, obviously there were injuries, I'd imagine.
Yeah, injuries are casualties.
Oh, there were casualties?
Injuries
there were 60
are casualties.
There were 65 deaths total under Trump's first administration.
Well, what about if you don't mind me asking, I figured you guys would know about this, but what about when Trump pulled all of us guys that we were in, I think Iraq or Afghanistan, where Trump pulled us all out of those. Not, I'm not gonna say all, but we had guys pulled out of there during,
Yeah, it was horrible.
a mass majority.
Yeah, Afghanistan, it was horrible. It was negotiated by Trump. He didn't include the Afghan government at the negotiation table, and then he had his foot on their neck and said, "You guys better believe, you guys need to release 5,000 Taliban prisoners," and that's what Trump got. He got them to agree to a ceasefire in exchange for 5,000 Taliban prisoners who took over the government immediately, like weeks after they were let go. But yeah, he withdrew down to 2,500 troops. And instead of focusing on that and finishing the job, he was crying about losing the fucking election his last few months in office. So he just left them there, and they had a May 1st pull-out deadline, and then Biden had to pull them out. He had to pull them out around August.
Now, okay, yeah, I can understand that. What about the military equipment that we were given? Because when Trump wasn't in administration, we didn't have good military equipment. The bombs were going right through, the IEDs were going right through the trucks. And I know that because my uncle, and I might be wrong, but my uncle worked on the armor platings on the truck, and he was a private company that worked at a plant that worked on this type of stuff with putting armor on the trucks.
Dude, 65 people died during his administration. 4,400 people died total in the Middle East. I think that we've had more people die from bees last year than that, and for us to spend hundreds of millions or billions of dollars on that I think it's just stupid. I think it's very Republican, just warmonger, military industrial complex bullshit. I think it's stupid. Mm-hmm. And while you guys also were chanting May 1st, not sending aid to Ukraine, while we were just sending them our shit, we were just sending them our crap.
Yeah.
I ain't getting Bolton Putin.
Well, yeah, my boy Jackie's in this chat too. I got you. So, you got any more questions for me?
No, I got someone else in the box. If you want to hop down.
All right, yeah, I'll let somebody else get on it. But it was good talking to you. Yeah, all right. Thank you for letting me on.
Anytime, bro.
Yep.
Bushes or rhinos, basically Democrats. It's so stupid. Hello.
Hello.
What's
How
up?
you doing?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hell yeah, and all Democrats are losers and they can kiss my ass.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
I think he's the greatest president there ever was, and he's going to straighten y'all's dumb ass out.
Greatest president? What? By what metric?
Y'all are so fucking dumb, it's unreal. Y'all tried to destroy the country.
I don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
I'm a Marine. I'm a Marine, and I believe what's right. Y'all are a bunch of fuck-ups.
Okay. Is that all you got?
Yeah, you can kiss my ass.
I'm good. Appreciate it, though.
You're a vet?
Yeah, I'm a Marine.
Donald Trump just fired 70,000 VA employees. Do you know how many vets the VA employs?
I don't give a fuck. I get my check.
For now.
Nope. I don't get a VA check.
Nope.
I get 2 retirement checks, a cop, and I worked for the government 40 years.
Do you think your pension's safe?
I make more money by not working. I live in a $500,000 home up in the Ozarks of Arkansas, and I ain't got to worry about you dumbass Democrats.
Congratulations. I begged for money to afford a 1-bedroom apartment. Yeah. But I'm glad that you've lived a full life and managed to get a good paying job that gives you a pension so you can retire in peace and spend your time being pissed off at caricatures of what you think a left-wing person is on TikTok. I'm glad that that's where you are in your life.
Well,
Sounds like you really made something of yourself.
I respect you. I respect you. But you got to admit the Democrats screwed it up when they let all them damn Mexicans come across the border.
How old are you? I'm just curious.
I'm 65, and I
You're
got
65.
the Medal of Honor.
You what?
I got the Medal of Honor in Vietnam.
Wow. Thanks
Now,
for your
you don't
service.
think I ain't pissed off? Okay, I'm gonna get off y'all's ass. I'm gonna be peaceful, but I can't vote for Democrats because they had a chance and they screwed it up.
Well, Benny, you said you were 65 years old. So just help me out here. What year were you born? Because I'm sucking at math right now. Was that 1960?
52.
I'm sorry?
I was born in 52.
52.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were 65?
Yeah, and I
The
was
math
a police
ain't math
officer.
in there.
I was a police officer in Arkansas for 20 years.
My dad was born in 51. He's not 65 years old.
Well, if he's born in 51, he's 74.
Yeah, which is not 65. You said that you were 65 years old.
I was born in 52. Okay.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Did you like Ronald
73.
Reagan? Did you like Ronald Reagan?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Ronald Reagan is the guy that gave blanket amnesty to 2.7 million quote unquote illegal immigrants. So,
Okay.
like, I mean, you want to sit here and try and blame Democrats. You want to say, oh, well, you know, you got to admit that the Democrats are really the ones that fucked up whenever they let all those goddamn illegals come across the border. Ronald Reagan is the guy that gave 2.7 million amnesty, allowed them to stay here. All they had to do was apply. He said, all right, there it is. Boom.
When I was in San Diego, they was coming across the border then in 72.
My point is, dude, that like the person who did the thing that who's like the shining example of what you're talking about that the Democrats are guilty of. Ronald Reagan is the one that just made all of them green card holders, like a permanent residents. They were allowed to stay here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 1986, I want to say.
Well, do you agree with me about they need to go back to Mexico?
No.
Oh, so you gonna make America Mexico?
No.
Well, we gotta get rid of the criminals.
They're like 2%, 3% of our population. I don't think we're. I mean, I live in Texas. We used to be Mexico. They're just coming back home, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I mean,
that's right.
If anything, you were kind of. I think your first mistake was ever thinking that America was anything other than like literally half of it being Mexico, and then like I don't know about a quarter being France, and then like a itty bitty sliver being England. That's really what it was. Right? Because, you know, England did their thing with the 13 colonies. We had the Louisiana Purchase. That was from who? France. Yep. And then what was the rest of that? Spain.
As long as they get all the criminals out of the United States, the other Mexicans can stay.
They're not just 90% of the people he sent to CCOT, no criminal records. 70% of the people he's picked up so far, no criminal record. He's having to raid kids' birthday parties to find people, bro. Biden deported far more people than Trump without having to do all this shit.
If you had 5 Mexicans knock on your door, would you let them in?
No, that's my private property. So like I don't have problems with people coming from Oklahoma to Texas, even though Oklahoma is inherently more criminal and have more violent criminals than Texas. I don't sit here and lie awake at night worried about all that. When people are just coming here trying to find a job and stuff, that doesn't keep me awake at night. I'm not worried about it.
That don't bother me. I'm talking about the good Mexicans.
You know, they're more than just Mexicans, right? They're people from Central America, South America.
You got Chinese, you got the Haitis, you got the Venezuelans. So
There you
so
go.
y'all agree with all that shit?
All what shit?
All these illegals coming in here.
I honestly don't give a flying fuck. There are people speeding on the highway right now that are more dangerous than all of these people that came across the board. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I don't think we should spend hundreds of billions of dollars on him down because they convince old, weird, angry people like you that this is such a problem. I think he's fucking stupid. I think he's blowing up the deficit and the debt in the name of political theater just to get people like you who are upset to feel good inside.
Trump's gonna straighten this shit out. Remember I said that.
I don't even know what that fucking means, dude. He's blowing up the deficit, blowing up the debt. He's not straightening anything out. We have a dip in tourism. Nobody wants to come to America because Trump's such a fucking malignant narcissist.
He's a businessman. He ain't no damn crooked ass politician.
He's the most
Donald
crooked
Trump.
businessman in history.
Yeah, I mean, Donald Trump has been a politician for the last 10 years of his life. Like, I mean, that line worked in 2016. Maybe. But it doesn't work now. He's already been president one time, and he spent the 4 years in between going to rallies and bitching about Biden and just like working with the Republican Party. He's been a politician for over 10 years.
Well, he's gonna get it again in 2028.
No, he's not. He's too fucking old. This guy's like 5 minutes away from stroking out, inshallah.
Didn't you swear an oath to protect the Constitution? Don't we have an amendment in the Constitution that says no third terms? Or are you just a traitor?
They can change it, buddy.
Yeah, but what's the right way to change it?
Put Trump back in there.
Install him back, not let states vote on it?
Don't let the Democrats run the country. They fucked up.
So you want autocracy? You're not really a defender of democracy. You're just some old kook.
I ain't got to worry about it. I'll get him. I'm worth $500,000. I'm 73 and live on top of the mountains, and I ain't got to worry about shit.
So you're just a selfish old dude who hates migrants.
That's right. I made mine.
Cool.
Being a cop and being a Marine. Have you ever been in the military?
I served 12 years in PUBG.
In what?
PUBG.
What the hell is that?
That was some nasty shit.
Dropped out of airplanes.
Oh, okay. I respect you for that.
Thank you.
I respect you.
It was a free-for-all.
You put your life on the line. I respect you.
Thank you.
But you got to respect me too for going to Vietnam and blowing the hell out of them North Vietnamese. I killed a bunch of them.
Jeez,
I was
thank
special
you.
forces. I was special forces with an 81 mortar gun. I blew the shit out of them.
Thanks for doing that, I guess.
Hey, look,
we didn't win that one, did we?
No, sir, we did not, because we had a lying-ass general named Westmoreland that lied. Hey, I respect Democrats. I just don't respect the ones in Washington.
Okay.
I respect you and the guy below. Y'all are decent people.
Appreciate it.
But you got to give me, you got to say this. You got to admit this. 4 years that Biden run, his last 2 years, he didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground.
I don't know if that's true. I know there's a lot of good clips. Trump, I'm sure, paid for a lot of good clips to be circulated online. I've seen a lot of embarrassing Trumps from Trump himself. I mean, clips from Trump himself that pretty bad, pretty bad. I mean, worse than Biden easily, in my opinion. I think Trump is a buffoon and incredibly dumb and
Guess
incompetent.
what? Both my parents were diehard Democrats, both of them.
Yeah, both mine are MAGA.
In the 60s and 70s, the Democrats had their shit together.
Who was their favorite Democrat?
I liked Clinton. I thought he did an excellent job.
Well, I meant in the 60s and 70s, your parents.
Who was my parents?
Yeah, your parents' favorite Democrat. Who did they like the most?
Well, they like you got to go on down. You know, I'm 73, but they were diehard Democrats all the way.
So you're 73, not 65.
No, I lied about my age. I'm 73. I'm retired. I own everything I got. I live in the Ozarks, and I'm happy as a lark. God has blessed me, and that's all. That's all. I go to church. I'm a Christian, but even the preachers are talking down on the Democrats. Look at what's his name? He just died. A great Billy Graham.
Billy Graham.
Yeah, he's downing on the Democrats. Duck Dynasty guy's down. He's downing on the Democrats.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan just died. He's down in the Democrats.
Oh, the flagrant racist who's been caught on video with the hard R word multiple times. Dang.
Yeah.
Dang, it's a big loss for us.
You think Trump's gonna be on the Epstein list?
100%.
Yes.
Well, how many? They ain't never gonna expose it because you got as many Democrats and Republicans that were both on it. You know that.
Sure. At least ours aren't in power right now.
Well, y'all got beat. Swamp swept y'all's ass. He beat y'all in every one of them.
It's weird to me that Trump supporters have seemingly accepted the fact that Donald Trump is on the list. And
I think he is.
yeah, and then they continue to support him, like, even though they've accepted it. And their argument is, well, we don't know for sure, except, like, in your heart of hearts, you do know. You do know that.
Yeah, he's got a picture of himself with Epstein.
Oh, there's many pictures of those two. And Prince Andrew. And Bill Clinton. And P. Diddy.
Yeah, you're right. I
and
agree.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I agree with you.
But I mean, so my point is very simply, it's crazy to me how MAGA campaigned for years on how Hillary Clinton was like the queen of some secret deep state cabal that was trying to drain children of, I don't know, youngness. Yeah, exactly. And so that was a thing. And okay, all right, so that's happening. But now when it's time to shit or get off the pot, Donald Trump is like, the pot doesn't exist.
Well, the only thing I got about Hillary Clinton is she let all them Marines die over there in Benghazi. That pissed me off. Y'all got to admit that.
Wasn't there like a huge acceleration of people, secret agents that were unaliving during Trump's administration, curiously?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And isn't Trump the one who was caught with classified documents?
Yes.
In Mar-a-Lago. But isn't he also the one who was accused of telling an Australian billionaire the capabilities of our nuclear submarines?
Well, Biden had them in his house too now.
He wasn't showing them to people at parties. He wasn't showing them to people who were audio recording him for a book.
Why do y'all not like Trump? Be honest with me.
Because he's a horrible person, and his economic policy is trash. His foreign policy, he's the most inflammatory, horrible diplomat we've ever had. He's horrible. He had a 95% turnover with his last administration. Can't even get it along with his own people. I promise. Elon is already out.
Yo,
He's
what
already out.
happened to that deal? What happened to that deal?
Gee, I don't know. Trump is doing some insane shit that Elon says is not going to be good for the economy, and he got duped.
I like Elon.
So you trust that Elon says that the big beautiful bill is going to be really bad?
Well, I liked Elon. He's why Trump got in there.
Well,
you know how much money he put up to get Trump in office?
270 million.
Yeah, that's why Trump's in office.
Yeah.
You agree with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We all right. We can negotiate.
But
what do you
say to that? The big fallout and Trump passing bills that were against what Elon thinks is good for the economy. Do you trust that Elon has our best interest at heart more than Trump with the economy?
Elon's from Canada. I don't know what to think about him. I can't figure him out.
He's from South Africa. He lives in Canada.
Okay. What do you think about Elon?
I think he's a fucking crazy man who is fucking with politics to get back at his trans daughter, and he's going way too far with it. And we're seeing how far he takes things by him. He literally is going to start a new political party just to smite Trump.
It ain't gonna go down. It ain't gonna happen.
I think he did it. He's starting it. He's doing it.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Now that's my personal opinion. We don't need 3 damn parties. Hey, look, the Democrats can come back, but they got to get some true leaders in there. They can come back, but Kamala Harris ain't the answer.
I think Kamala was a fantastic candidate. I wouldn't mind if she ran again. I don't know why, but it's telling me that you committed community guideline violations for harassment and bullying, bro. But you can come back some other time, all right, Benny?
I'm sorry.
Take it easy. Yep. Yeah, Erangel lost a lot of good men out there, chat. I don't like bringing it up. Yellow?
Hey, what's happening, host? How you doing? Hey, listen, man, I was hoping you were gonna bring me up just to ask this Marine a question, but he's gone. But I'll just say it, man. So maybe he's listening. If it wasn't for the Democrats, my man, you know that union you belong to, the police, you wouldn't have a pension. You know that government pension that you got? If it wasn't for the Democrats, you wouldn't even have that. These guys don't understand, man. They really don't, man.
Yeah, true.
Through the years, what the Democrats did for the middle class, the union made unions. I just don't get it, man. I don't know what these guys think that Donald Trump is like the best thing out there, man. You know, I can't see it, man. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate you. I
All
don't
right, man.
keep friendlies up for long,
Hey,
but much love, brother.
No. Have a good night, man.
You too. Chat, tap the screen. We are roaring on the algorithm right now. Let's get her going. Hello?
Hey, Doc, I'm a friendly. I mean, you looking for ops? I mean, I'm not an op.
All right, what you got, real quick?
Well, no, I was just gonna talk about that other gentleman you had up here talking about he lied about his age and everything. That guy was a straight up idiot, man. You put his brains in the jaybird, he'll fly backwards. But anyway, he needs to get a hold of himself because there's no way in the world. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this here. What Donald Trump is doing, somebody gonna tap him on his shoulder in a minute. We ain't worried about it. This shit gonna stop. Because see, Congress, they gonna get every last one of them bastards. This don't make sense that they keep letting it out. Who can be afraid of one man like that? I don't get it. Anyway, I'm out, Doc. I'm out. I like your show, man. I appreciate
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love it. Wow, thank you guys for helping me hit 300,000 likes on the stream. You guys are amazing. Read it in Weep YouTube, but also hit the thumbs up. What the fuck? We have like 2 thumbs up on the stream on YouTube. Guys, get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Brooks, thank you so much for the galaxy.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Okay, what do you like about Trump?
Well, as a libertarian, I can confidently say that he supports our individual rights.
Really?
Yep. And state rights.
State rights, too?
Mostly.
So he's not overreaching right now with like the National Guard and the Marines in California?
You know what? It is quite the situation, but yeah, he doesn't have authority over the California National Guard, but I don't know. No, I think he's overreaching.
What about borders? If you're a libertarian, aren't you for open borders?
You know, libertarian is not just one view, my friend. It's a spectrum.
Sure.
Some libertarians, they're for or against abortion, but borders, same thing.
What about free trade?
Amongst whom? Like global?
Yeah.
Internal?
Global.
Americans should prioritize internal trade. We have an abundance of resources.
Yeah, but free trade allows us to grow faster.
Sure, that is the case, but it could also help the rival nations as well.
Yeah, but we're like cutting off our own foot to hurt them.
Cutting off our own, sorry?
Or like cutting off our own limbs to like hurt someone else, I don't think is the move.
How so?
I think Trump's tariffs are a regressive tax on the middle class, lower class. It's already shown to reduce our GDP growth. It's disincentivizing trade with other nations, just like you said. And we don't even compete with most of these other nations in the products that we're buying from them. So the tariffs are just a tax.
Does GDP make one country greater than the other?
No, but it's a sign of growth and people flourishing and having expendable income. If your GDP is shrinking, the economy's not growing. It's a huge indicator.
Fair enough. So with that in mind, would you say America is the greatest country on earth?
No.
What other country is better?
In what metric?
Overall, if you had to just say country.
Canada, Denmark.
Objectively, Canada's better?
Yeah.
In what metric?
They have more economic mobility. They have socialized healthcare. They have 4-year longer expected life expectancy. They do great. What's bad about Canada?
Well, for starters, I'd say the pressure on the middle class and upper middle class. I'd say the lack of GDP per capita growth and their current
Canada's literally actually ranked on a few lists as one of the best countries on earth.
Are those lists objective, though? I doubt it.
I don't think there is such thing as like an objective list.
Oh, objective list is things that could be measured, right? GDP,
Yeah,
GDP
then yes,
per capita.
yes, those things are listed. Yes.
No, it can't. If you could let me explain my point as to why Canada's not better. Okay, so education builds up a good nation, right? How many of the best universities in the world are in America? Out of the top 20. I think it's half or more, right?
Yeah.
How many does Canada have? 0.
I don't know. Trump literally just cut education. He cut $264 billion from education.
From the Federal Department of Education?
Yep.
Why do we need a Federal Department of Education if every state has one?
Because there's a lot of states that are lacking. So like I'm in Texas and 20% of our budget for education comes from the federal government. Now it doesn't. So we're closing down schools like a motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah.
What's like the average classroom size in Texas?
I'm guessing 20 to 30.
20 to 30? Well, it's less than Canada. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
So.
And I'm going to guess Canada probably outranks us in education.
Nope.
Dude, what the fuck is that noise?
Sorry, I'm just fiddling right now with the controller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's actually hard to determine. Secondary education, math, reading, and science, they excel more than in the United States. They have a higher percentage of Canadians hold post-secondary degrees compared to Americans. Various reports of Canada in the top 5 or 10 globally for education, often outperforming U.S. in overall rankings. They are better.
Why are the better institutions
World
in
Happiness
America?
Index, they rank higher. They're in the top 15 as of 2025. The U.S. is further down.
So why are the top institutions in America not Canada?
Those are private institutions.
There's also public institutions better.
Okay, but most of the private institutions are as old as America, so that's why.
Okay, how about some of the good public ones? Berkeley, UCLA, these aren't private. Relatively newer as well.
I don't know. Just because we have some of the state-of-the-art education doesn't mean that we can take credit for it, because we do not subsidize higher education as much as we should.
Like budget-wise or endowment-wise, you mean?
Yeah, like there's other countries that pay for 100% of higher education.
Like tuition costs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do those other countries have college football, NCAA?
I don't know.
They don't.
They would be fucking
No,
set.
They have.
No, they don't.
They have soccer.
They have
the
rugby.
NCAA does.
They have
provide
rugby
opportunities
and
for others.
what they call football, which we call soccer. They have soccer and rugby. They don't have football.
Do they make NIL deals there? No.
What does that
The
even
fuck
mean?
is that?
That you're just
So,
that's points for us.
What do you mean? What is that? It gives opportunities
it's points for
to people
us.
who. What do you mean points for us?
Because you're just saying, like, if that was that type of, if college was paid for, and we had those types of things, it would be generating revenue for us, for tax dollars.
No.
It wouldn't be private.
No, what I mean is that one of the reasons why America's college situation is superior to other countries is that it gives folks the opportunity not to just excel in academics, but also athletic endeavors as well. Hence the NCAA.
Okay, that's 500,000 people out of 350 million.
Still gives the opportunity. Better to have it than not, right?
I guess, but we could obviously look at way more than 500,000 people benefiting from like higher education being paid for in full every year easily.
It's also community colleges.
Okay, but still, they're
Also
not entirely
4-year.
free.
You know, some states cover the full cost of a 4-year program, right?
Cool.
For their residents.
Cool. Probably blue states.
Swing state.
Yeah, probably Democratic legislation.
State level or federal?
State.
Yeah, leaning that way. Yeah, but what I just came up here to say is that, you know, the country, Republicans and Democrats, shouldn't be polarized, shouldn't be that divided. We should just unify and accept that we are a great nation.
Yeah, that would be great if Trump could stop every holiday saying the most disgusting things, calling us radical leftists, communists, Marxists, socialists. If he didn't say that we're radical and poisoning the blood of the country, and that we're horrible people and demonizing us, saying that we do abortions 2 weeks after birth, and saying all these other horrible things about us, maybe we could unify. Maybe. Instead, we have the most inflammatory, like irresponsible, crazy president that we've ever had.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he is adding fuel to the fire with those comments. But at the core of this nation, it's about the people, not the president.
Okay,
The president is a
definitely.
reflection of the people.
Pardon?
The president is a reflection of the people,
So
unfortunately.
then should we not uphold the president? Because when Biden was in power, I respected him. I always thought good about.
No one buys that.
One, I don't believe that. Two, the rest of your peers did not.
Rest of my peers, who are my
Trump
peers?
supporters.
Trump supporters? You know, there's a spectrum of Trump supporters, right? MAGA, Republicans, Libertarians.
No. Like
Taylor,
you can't just generalize.
Taylor, thank you for the kick. No Canada slander. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I missed that. My phone goes into sleep mode after 12:30. Thank you so much,
Brooks, thank you for the galaxies, by the way, that you've been sending. I appreciate that. And thank you, Dolphin, for the cash out.
Nemo has all the answers. That's actually true. Hello.
Oh, hi, I'm a friendly.
Hi, Miss Autumn.
Hi. I'm 32, just so you know, for TikTok purposes.
Mhm.
I just wanted to say that dude was glazing the NCAA like it's the greatest thing in the world, but they exploit all their athletes.
Yeah, I can see that.
They really do.
I was like, hey, you don't need to be paid. You're getting an education. No, you're not, because you're
they
being
make
exploited for
millions on ticket sales. That the coach gets paid $10 million a year, some crazy shit. Yeah.
The highest paid public servant or public employee in Alabama for years was Nick Saban. He's the coach of Alabama.
Were you the guy who kept saying that guy's name included he cheated on his wife?
No, that's Herschel Walker. I mean, I'm the guy who was saying that.
Can
but
you say that again,
Herschel
Glenn?
Walker, yeah, Herschel Walker was the guy who beat his ex-wife and then attempted to or threatened to unalive her and had a standoff with the police. And she was also pregnant at the time.
You saying that over and over again, and Pickles saying he spent 10 years in PUBG, and the idiot old guy thinking that was actually military had me unaliving during this live.
I love that. Well, hey,
Did you know there's actually a word for how we have to say unalived instead of, the other stuff?
Eliminated.
It's called algor speak.
Oh.
Nice.
There's a Wikipedia article and everything. I looked up unalived on Wikipedia, and that's what I got.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to keep getting on to debates, but much love.
All right, you do that. I'm probably going to go hang out with Mary Jane and go to sleep.
All right, go get you some.
So thanks for lulling me to sleep, Pickles.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too, buddy.
All right.
Also, good.
Oh, I'm so sorry I cut you off. But thank you for whatever you were about to say. It sounded nice. Yellow? Hello? Hello?
Someone in the chat said that Nick Saban is not the coach of Alabama. I mean, not anymore. He was for ever.
Hello?
Hey, thanks for having me. 41 years old, independent in Colorado. How's it going?
Going good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Um, in a roundabout way, it takes a bit of an explanation before people jump to conclusions, but yes.
Okay. What you got?
I mean, I go a lot of different ways. I hear Trump sucks. Debate me.
Uh-huh.
I agree with you in a lot of ways. Trump does suck in a lot of ways, but I feel like there's some ways that people don't see. He's actually doing some good stuff.
Okay, like what?
I would say the biggest one I've been debating a lot of people on lately is the idea of intellectual diversity. What do you think?
Oh, from trying to stop schools from doing DEI?
No, I don't think you're thinking about it from a different perspective. Try again.
What did you just tell me?
Intellectual diversity. What does that mean to you?
Different ways of thinking.
Exactly. And that's what I think that the Republican Party was showing. They got people from across party lines to come in. And I did a whole study on it. I could pull up the study here if you'd like. But it's somewhere around 90%. If you don't agree with 90% of the things that the Democrats are putting out, then you're labeled something. You're labeled a bigot. You're labeled a arcist, racist. So many things if you don't believe in that. So the Republicans came around like 60%. If you believe in 60% of the Republicans are saying, so that leaves 40% of intellectual diversity. Does that make sense?
Not really. Uh,
I wish it
I don't
would
know how you
because I
can
feel
map
like
out all of this stuff to something so simple.
yeah, it was a deep study. I did use a lot of AI, and people are finding so many amazing things with AI. What is your thoughts on AI?
AI is great, but we need to be able to regulate it a little bit for our own
I hear
safety.
that. And you know, these are the same kind of arguments they did when the horse and buggy was taken over by the car, when you know mental math was taken over by the calculator. I feel like you can learn so much more from AI than you realize. If you're afraid of it, then you're gonna failure
Oh,
to evolve. You'll
we don't
die
have to
like
do
the
that.
dinosaurs. Your
Let's
line of
stick with the
thinking will
debate.
die like the dinosaurs.
Yeah. Let's stick with the debates.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's dangerous for what Trump was trying to do with the big beautiful bill, pass legislation to stop us from being able to make state laws in regards to AI. It's also especially more scary now that Trump is invited Palantir and Peter Thiel and all those other people directly into our military, and has started a database AI of all of the American citizens. That's not weird.
Okay. I'd like to respond to that. So have you seen the movie Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
So, I mean, think about that. We got a scientist that brought us in to make our country more secure. Even though I do not agree with dropping the ends on Japan, it definitely was like a turning point in history. Like something that's very scary, something that we need to take seriously because that's the next fights we're gonna have to fight. It's inevitable. Rise of robots and fighting with robots. Do we want to be on the forefront of that? Do we want to have the power on
This
that?
is a
Or do we want to be
this is a
behind?
very vague point for us to be advocates of a national database of everybody. If Obama did this, he would be considered a terrorist. You guys would be charging
No,
the Capitol
I
with
would not. I would
pew-pews.
not say that. People like me would not say that about Obama. I would say he's thinking in the future. That's why I'm an independent. I can see things from both sides, and I feel like people that get on here and they only look at one side of the equation. They highlight headlights or headlines from one side, and they disregard other sides. What if you looked at both sides? What if you seriously considered looking at
I
both
sit up
sides
here and
and put
I
yourself in a
ask
different
I
perspective?
ask
Go
for
ahead.
both sides all day. That's what I do for work. I ask for people to debate. I bounce my ideas off of other people all day.
I'm pretty good at sizing people up, and based on what you're telling me, it feels like you're not looking at the other side hard enough.
I'm genuinely the most amiable debater on TikTok, and I try to get into the most deep conversation that I possibly can about each of these topics. I don't feel like you've watched me for more than 5 minutes, if that's what your opinion is.
I've seen you on a few times before, but I've seen people that say the same things you do, and I kind of know where these conversations go. So usually they see that they're losing viewers, like you've lost a little viewers since I came in. They're starting to doubt you a little bit, and people don't like it, and they end up removing me. But I'll stay in here as long as you'd like.
Dude, I actually want to talk about something of substance. You've just been trying to size me up ever since you got up here.
I mean, that's what I do.
Okay,
I always try to challenge my viewpoint. I want
nobody
to
wants to
debate
watch
some of
that.
the
That's
best
why
people
people are
on here.
leaving.
Fair enough. I mean, I've been on Parker's live before, and I kind of shut him down. He kicked me out, And I'm finding that there's a lot less talent on the Democratic side than the Republican side.
Okay. Can you
You
name?
really love the smell of your own farts, don't you?
Yeah. Can you
I've
name?
been told things similar to that before.
Can you
but
name a
go ahead.
Republican that does one-on-one debates?
I can name a couple that I've enjoyed listening to. I think the
Who?
Charlie Kirk. He's probably the biggest voice. I don't agree with everything he says. I
No,
would
I'm
say
talking
Elon
about like here on
Musk.
TikTok.
I would say like more. One of the most impressive debaters I've seen was actually the CEO of Alibaba. You know who I'm talking about?
No, but again, I feel like you're just derailing. There's nobody on TikTok that does what I do. I am a 1v1 debater. I know I've got a guest up right now on my panel, but I'm a 1v1 debater. I do this all day. And for you to sit here and tell me this from a position of it being an independent / Trump supporter is silly, dude.
I hear that, and maybe I am a little out of line here, but I started becoming more bold when I started debating people that or seem to have a lot of talent, seem to have a lot of viewers. When I'm in a channel with like 5,000 people, and the host kicks me out after I make a really good point, and this
Dude,
is like
you
a
just
pretty
keep
fair
talking
point.
about how you debate. I actually want to debate. I want to debate. Do you
What
just
do you
want
want
to
to
debate?
debate?
How about that?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Okay, what do you like about Trump?
Well, we talked about intellectual diversity, right? Do you see my point now?
Yeah,
Do you want me to show you the
yeah.
studies?
He hired
Do you want me to
a
show you
woman
Pew
who
Research?
he hired a woman who was over the WWE for the
You're
Department of
looking at
Education.
you're
He,
looking at a very small percentage. Keep
I'm
going.
looking at
You talked about
his whole
1% in a
administration.
negative
He
light.
had a
I see what you're
Fox
doing here.
he had a
I see
Fox News
exactly what you're
host,
doing. Go
yeah, a
ahead.
Fox
Go
News
ahead.
host as the Department of the DOD. Yeah, there's such a. They're all white, by the way, just about. Besides Kash Patel, such
Try
diversity.
again. Okay, tell the truth now.
Cool. Who else
Why don't you list all the people that are non-white in the party?
in his
In the
administration?
party?
Yeah.
In his administration?
Yeah, because you just made a lie. And
Okay,
you're
who
going to
else in
admit
his
that you made a lie before we
administration?
continue
His
here.
administration. Can you just tell me
Okay.
where the lie is? Who else in his administration besides Kash Patel?
Okay, yeah, I'm about to lay it all out for you. But if I do lay this out for you, will you admit that you lied or you were misinformed?
You can
He's
just
stalling.
rebuttal with what the truth is. Go ahead.
Yeah. Will you admit it though?
Yeah, he's waiting for ChatGPT
Yes,
to
go
spit out
ahead.
the answer.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, I'll admit it.
Okay, I'm looking it up for you right now. I mean, hey, there's some things that I won't know. I'll admit that. I look things up all the time. Marco Rubio, Scott Turner, Tulsi Gabbard, Alex Wong, Elaine Chao, Nikki Haley. What do you have to say for yourself?
Okay, Nikki Haley's not his administration.
Okay, now you're just pointing to one and then you're commenting.
Okay,
Why don't you
we're
point
gonna
to the
keep
whole-
going.
The whole thing.
Okay,
Go
Tulsi
ahead.
Gabbard is literally white presenting. What is she,
I've
native?
served with her in the Hawaiian National Guard. What are you saying?
Which is United States?
Yeah, but she's native Hawaiian.
Okay, that's American, right?
What is your point, man? Oh my
Okay,
gosh! I thought you were the
she's
party of
white.
like acceptance
Is
and like culture.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you,
So,
do you know
she's
about,
part.
you know how uncultured you sound right now?
Dude,
Do you know
dog,
what
I'm talking
uncultured
about
is?
people who look at Tulsi Gabbard.
Jeez, the
She's white
judgment.
presenting, bro. She's white presenting.
Okay. We'll move on. Alex Wong. What do you have to say about Alex Wong?
Is he in his administration?
Deputy National Security Advisor.
Wow.
See
There
this
you go.
stuff, and this is why I feel like if you guys use ChatGPT, we'd have much better conversations.
Dude,
but I'm pointing out things you
stop
don't know. I'm
grandstanding.
pointing out.
I'm sorry, I'm not
what-
chat GPTing my way through a conversation with you, bro.
You should. You really should
I
because you
use
get more
it plenty,
viewers, you get
dude.
more
You don't need to
trust.
coach me on how to do homework. I do this for a
Okay,
living.
You keep using the calculator when I'm using like a quantum computer.
Okay, bro. I literally use chat GPT all day online.
Use it more, man. I mean, you can look this stuff up yourself.
All right, bro.
I know I sound like an
I'm
asshole. I
saying
sound like I'm full of
generally,
myself.
Trump's administration is not
Yeah.
very diverse. They're also not hired based on merit, right?
Go into that. Hire based on merit. What do you mean?
So, like the people I listed, the Fox News host, who is former military, but now he's over the entire Department of Defense, Pete Hegseth.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's not hired based on merit. He has no fucking idea what he's doing.
I don't think you listened to him enough. Have you listened to his last thing?
Yes, he's completely full of shit, and he's a
Did you
drunk,
like
and
what
he
he
also
said
has
about
rape
China?
allegations.
Hold on a sec. Did you hear what he said about China and how important what he said about China was?
Yeah, I've also heard him drilled in Congress
I
about
just
other
want to make
things,
sure. I just want
and
to
he
make sure
doesn't
you're
know
not
what the
lying to
fuck
me
he's
again.
talking
So
about
tell me what he
when
said
it
about
comes.
China.
No, I don't know. You're gonna do trivia with me on what he said about China
Well,
one
no, I
time?
just want to make sure you picked up the most important points for this conversation. Because I
No,
feel
the
like you
most
just looked at a
important
Fox
point so
headline,
far that has
some
been
sort of
said
headline, and made your
about Pete
decision.
Hegseth is that he is a rapist, and you are trying to just
I
move
love what you're
past
doing
that.
right now because this is exactly how Parker acts, and I could dismantle you with one word. The one word, the thing that you're doing right now. You know what it is? It's actually 2 words.
Go for it.
I think you guys know this. You haven't heard this before?
Dog, you're leaving us in
It's basically a
suspense.
play on feelings. There's a better word for it, but you're just trying to say, I can't believe you support this. You're trying to like tap into my feelings. I have feelings.
Are you
I
trying
feel
to
like when
say
you
appeal to emotion? That's
appeal
3
to emotion,
words.
exactly. I like appeal to feelings.
Yeah, it wasn't
It's
1
a
word,
little
it wasn't 2
simpler.
words, it's actually 3 words.
I
Good
mean,
job.
there's I could get it down. I've had it down to 2 words. I feel like there's multiple different ways to say the same thing.
No.
Yes, there is. Appeal.
Okay, whatever. I really don't care, dude. Jesus
Cat.
Christ. This guy argues with a fucking ingredients list.
Cat, thank you so much for the kick. Cat with a K. W Cats in the chat. Guys, we're at 1,300 viewers. If you enjoy debates, give me a follow. To kick people, it is $40. Cash App and Venmo is in the bio. If you guys are trying to support me directly, that's the best way to do it. Also, Nemo has the same thing in his bio. Be sure to give him a follow and send him all the love. Bro is literally like micromanaging my use of ChatGPT. Like, you need to do it more. Bro, hello?
Hello.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
I am.
What do you like about Trump?
Well, I like, I mean, who else was I going to vote for?
Kamala?
Why?
Because she actually had like policies written down on her website.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you see her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
she
she was
seem
she
like
was ta-
she
she was
even knew anything that she was saying, or was she reading from a script?
She seemed to know what she was talking about. She's a
She seemed
lawyer.
like the most unauthentic person I've ever seen in my life.
You're right. The guy talking about sharks and batteries and
Who cares?
the guy talking about Hannibal Lecter.
Who cares about sharks and batteries? Who
The guy
cares?
talking
Donald
about
Trump does.
Yeah, the guy talking about
Yeah, so
nuking
what?
hurricanes and
So
stuff.
what?
That's your guy?
Yeah, so what? So what?
I don't
Dude
know.
can't even pronounce Yosemite.
Who cares?
Yosemite, the beautiful face
better.
of Yosemite. It's very powerful, very strong.
That
we have airports during the Revolutionary War.
That seems better
They took them
that
over.
seems
They rammed
better
the
than
ramparts.
somebody
Don't even
that's,
know what a
like,
rampart is,
literally
but they
reading
took
from
over
a
those
script.
airports. Especially LAX. They took that shit over.
Yeah, it's
Are you
the
done?
wettest from the standpoint of water. This hurricane. By the way, we should call Puerto
What's your point?
Rico's president.
What's your point?
We should call Puerto
What's your
Rico's
point?
president
What's your
and
point?
let them know what's going on.
What's your point? What's
My
your
point
point?
is Trump was a belligerent idiot, not Kamala.
Belligerent?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't think he had an entire plan this entire
No.
time? He's literally had a entire staff working
No, he
behind the
doesn't.
scenes
We've been
the
waiting
entire time that Biden was in office.
We've been waiting
They were all
for
on Steve Bannon. Scott Bassett was on Steve Bannon laying it out. You guys have no one on your side putting together anything. Nothing.
that
You
project
have no plan
2025.
for anything. You have, yeah, exactly. It's
We actually
working.
do have an equivalent to Project 2025.
What is it? Who's putting it together?
It's called
No one is.
Yes,
You
they
guys
are.
are
The
like
DNC is.
flying by the seat of your pants.
What are you talking about, dude? You guys fell for
You
like
have no one.
you guys fell for
Who is
like
your
the
leader?
craziest empty
Who's
promises.
leading your party? Who's leading your party?
I don't know. AOC, Bernie, Pete.
No, you don't know.
Buttigieg.
Exactly my point. You don't have anything.
We
You
don't
have
need leaders. We have
nothing. None of you
ideas.
have anything.
Dude, Trump. We've been waiting on Trump's plan for
ideas.
healthcare.
I have ideas. Oh,
We've been waiting for
can we
Trump's.
collate those ideas?
We've been waiting for Trump's
Can we
healthcare
collate
plan.
those ideas? What do those ideas mean?
We have Trump's healthcare plan coming
Who's
in 2
putting
weeks.
together those ideas?
Any minute. Trump's healthcare plan, 2 weeks, right?
Oh, okay.
Where's that at?
Yeah. What about the just economy in general? Any
have
plans for
concepts of
that? What are your
ideas.
plans?
We had
Yeah.
plenty of plans. We had an 82-page plan from Kamala, actually. Trump's entire plan is
Oh,
16
you
pages.
did? Who was talking about that? Who was putting that together?
She did. I'm sorry she wasn't
She
talking
put
about
it together
crazy
herself.
shit,
Do you think
bombastic
that
shit.
she honestly put that together herself?
Do you think Trump puts his
That's
together?
hilarious. She
Have you
literally
s-
reads off a script off of every question she's given.
Wait,
Dude, no
weren't
one
you just
believed
talking
her.
about how Donald Trump had a team of people for 4
Yeah.
years while Biden was president?
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly. And he
so
delivered his plan.
He doesn't have
no,
it.
no,
He
his
did not.
team
He has
made
no
the plan
plan.
Explain
for
to
him.
me why she
There's
did
no
not
plan.
get. Why did she not get voted for? Why did
Because
not the
she ran in
majority
100
of
days. She
America
lost by
vote for her?
1.7%. She ran in
Yeah,
100 days.
because she was. Everyone thought she was
Not
fake
black?
as hell.
Oh, okay. The
Well,
guy who
that might
paints
have
his
something
face
to do with
orange.
it. I don't know.
The guy who paints his face orange
Yeah,
and
and they
wears
voted for
lifts.
him. Oh, look at that. Do you respect democracy?
Wait, you care about majority now?
Yeah, I thought we weren't a democracy.
Well, that's how he won, isn't it?
Are we a
No.
democracy? Is that
The
good or
Electoral
bad?
College is how he won.
Wait. Oh, he won by more than Biden did, didn't he, on the Electoral College?
The Electoral College, but not popular vote.
He won by more than the Electoral. Who cares about the popular vote?
You brought it up, dude.
You just did. You said more people voted for him, so I must be right.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay. More
And-
people voted for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, so she was right.
Who cares?
I'm
I mean, apparently you do.
Is that how you win the president?
Apparently you do. Like, you're the one
Is
who's
that how
sitting
you
here
win the
trying to brag
presidency?
about it, and then in the same breath, like, you're probably a comma
Okay, what's
in
your
the
point?
sentence.
What's your point?
The,
What's your
I am
point?
trying
What's
to
your point?
find your point for you.
My point is he won. Hands down.
And
That's
profound.
And you guys are like
Wow.
That's
coping
profound.
so hard because of it.
No, cope is you standing by a guy
Oh,
who's
Pope
literally
is
a
me because he
rapist.
won.
No, but no, dude.
Oh, he's
You're
literally
standing
a
by.
rapist. He's literally a great. Do you know what the word literally means?
Yes,
What's it mean?
actually.
Okay, tell me how he actually is a rapist.
He assaulted minors and adult
Oh, he did?
women.
How is that proven?
Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh, wait, Jeffrey Epstein is how it's proven?
Yeah.
Tell me more. How is that proved?
They were best friends for
They were best friends.
over a
Oh, so
decade.
that's proof? Oh, so that's proof? That doesn't make sense.
I mean, like, do you want me to go through it all, or do you want me?
Yeah, I
Do you want me
do.
to?
Yeah,
I mean, you're doing
actually,
that
I
thing where
do.
you're cutting me
Go
off.
through
I
it.
mean, like, I understand this is probably your tactic in real life, is that you shout down people and then like pretend that you
I'll
won.
let you talk.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So please, thank you. So they were best friends for over a decade, right? And that was not only Jeffrey Epstein's characterization of their relationship, but other people around Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump characterized them as being best friends. Donald Trump has very close ties with Prince Andrew, some Russian Eastern European jackass who was like trying to do some modeling competition that Donald Trump headed in the 90s of underage women.
1997 Miss Teen USA.
Yeah. So that also those same people that competed in that competition went on to talk about how Donald Trump definitely was up to some fuck shit during that time period. Not to mention 27 people who have said that they were assaulted by him. And those are adult women, right? So that's the 27, right? There's Katie Johnson, who had to drop her suit because she was being threatened with unaliving, because this was when Epstein was still alive. And yeah.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
Are you done?
Because
Are you done?
no, I'm not done. I'm still going.
right, keep going.
I'm still
Yeah, all right.
going. Okay.
Keep going.
I know you're being
Because my
very
answer's gonna be
premature.
the
Stop being
same when you're
premature.
done.
Stop being premature. Okay. All right. We're gonna get there.
You
All right.
haven't provided any proof yet, but go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. So Epstein is unalived in 2019. Yeah.
No proof.
We don't have proof that Epstein was unalived in 2019.
No.
What?
What we're talking about is no proof that he's a
What?
pedophile. Go ahead.
What?
Keep going.
I'm sorry.
Keep
No.
stuttering.
Do we have proof
Keep
that Epstein was
stuttering,
unalive in
dumbass.
2019? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so shut up. Don't tell me no when the answer is yes.
That's what. That's not
No.
what I was
You were
saying
sitting here
no
like,
about,
oh no, we
idiot.
don't have proof that he was unalive. Like, yes, we do, dumbass.
That's
He's
not what I
not
was
alive
saying
anymore.
no about, idiot.
Okay, shh. This is why I didn't want you to talk because.
Keep going. I'm waiting for the proof.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Please be quiet. So, 2019, Epstein's unalived in a federal prison while Donald Trump is president of the United States. Also, Donald Trump had appointed Alex Acosta, who was the prosecutor that gave Epstein a sweetheart deal. The sweetheart deal that allowed Epstein to basically get, I don't know, a slap on the wrist and then leave
Pickles
prison.
knows where this is going.
I'm still talking, man. Still talking. No, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, no, it's cool. I mean,
I'm still waiting for the proof.
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. You can't control your mouth. It's like I'm talking to a little boy.
I'm waiting.
No, you're not.
Keep going.
No, you're not waiting.
Hey,
that's
authority,
my point. Is you're not waiting. You
authority,
keep talking.
Authority, can I ask you something?
Yes.
Is Epstein a chomo?
Is Epstein a what?
A child MO? Essayer?
A child MO.
Wow,
a child
you really are that dense, aren't you?
I would assume he is, yeah.
Oh, where's the proof in that?
I just said I would assume he is. I'm not saying, I mean, was he convicted? Yeah, I think he was, right?
No.
He wasn't convicted? Yeah, he was.
He was dead.
No.
He was dead.
He was convicted.
He was convicted on a trafficking charge, and that's when he got the sweetheart deal. But when he was in prison, in the federal prison, when he was unalive, he was. I'm still talking, still literally answering your question.
Calm down, dude.
I'm answering the question that you asked, and you're being so virginal that I can't even answer your question because of how quickly you're blowing your load in the form of talking.
Go ahead.
So, Epstein got the sweetheart deal for a trafficking charge, that it was a plea deal, right? And he was in prison in 2019 pending a trial. He had not been convicted at that point. That is what Pickles is talking about.
Well, he was convicted before that.
On a trafficking charge.
So not SA.
Okay, so is your contention that he was innocent?
No, my contention is your level of proof for all of these things is different for certain people. Your standard of evidence is different, right? So like you automatically assume
Yes,
Epstein's
correct,
guilty.
It is. I have no problem with saying that.
Yeah, Epstein's definitely guilty.
Yeah, I have no problem saying that.
Trump.
It like when there's more evidence for one person than another. Yes, I will say that. It's different. Yes, correct.
Yeah, have you heard about the Katie Johnson files?
Vaguely.
13-year-old girl that came out said that Trump did bad things.
Seems like she reneged on that, right?
Yeah, after death threats.
Yeah. Well, what am I supposed to think? I mean, are you supposed to know everything, or am I supposed to know everything?
I don't know. It's just math at this point. There's like 27 people that have accused Trump at this point.
Oh my God! Why would they be so against Trump?
Gee, I don't know. It's been this way since like
the
80s,
I don't
90s?
know. You guys are like mentally ill over Trump. So like, why would so many people be against Trump?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe because he fondles
I don't
them
know.
against their consent.
Yeah. Or maybe not.
Maybe he
or
grabs
maybe
them.
Not.
Maybe he grabs them
Or
by the
maybe
pussy.
not.
Maybe he
Or
grabs
maybe
them by the
not.
pussy.
Or
because,
maybe not.
Because when you're rich, you don't even
Or
have
maybe
to.
not.
When you're
Or
rich,
maybe not.
Hold on. When you're
Or
rich, you
maybe
don't even
not.
have to wait, right?
Or maybe not.
Maybe isn't that Trump's own words?
You don't know everything, do you?
No one claims to know everything.
Do you know everything?
Why
did Trump win?
You're in a debate online with 1,100 people. You're asking me if I know everything?
I know.
Do I
I'm
claim
doing
to know
very
everything?
well.
You're doing very well?
Oh, absolutely.
This is the level for MAGA now. This is what
I'm
MAGA
not even.
thinks
I
is
mean, I
debate.
don't.
Shut
I
the
mean,
fuck up. This is
I
what MAGA
voted for
thinks debate
You shut the fuck.
is just like acting like a 5-year-old on
No, I'm
a
just acting
fake
like a normal
account,
human being.
probably reporting us right now because you're trying to
doing-
bait
I'm
us.
just acting like a normal human being.
You're doing
And
some
you guys
nanny
aren't
nanny.
You're
normal.
really not.
You're doing some nanny
You're not
nanny boo boo
normal.
shit.
You guys are not normal.
You're doing
You
some
aren't.
nanny nanny boo
You
boo
guys
shit,
realize
dude.
that? You're not normal.
Dude,
You're
I'm trying
not.
to have a normal discussion with you, and you're
Okay,
yapping
all
like
right.
a
Let's
kid.
calm down. Let's calm down. I will.
I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't remember what I was talking about.
I don't know.
But
You guys hate Trump.
this is
That's all I know.
you're just trying to talk over me while I was talking by saying the same thing over and over again, and yeah, applauding yourself for it. It's silly.
You seem
dude.
like a cool guy, dude. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to be cool. It's
You seem
fine.
like a pissant.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You think I care? What do you think?
I didn't ask.
I'm telling you.
Again, I didn't ask.
Okay, I'm telling you.
No one cares, dude. Like that. I mean, the
Okay.
point. The
Yeah,
point
exactly,
is,
my
dude.
point.
The point is
No one
very
cares what
simply.
you
Like
think.
you
Exactly.
you are pretending as if you were having a debate, and you are failing at pretending to have a debate.
What am I failing at?
Basic conversation.
Okay, let's have a basic conversation. Let's
I
have a
lost my
basic
train of thought,
conversation.
Nemo. It's
Yeah,
all you,
I
dude.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
What do you want to tell me? What am I so wrong about?
I mean, supporting Donald Trump for one.
Why am I so wrong about supporting Donald Trump?
Donald Trump's economic policy is.
Why? It seems great for me right now.
That whole like conversation thing that you said you were gonna have. Yeah, you failed.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Listen.
No.
Understand.
You keep saying that, and then it's like Groundhog Day with your ass. Like you Groundhog Day on conversation where it's like you'll stay quiet and control your face hole for like 45 seconds, and then it's just like 51st
Okay, go
dates. Oh,
ahead.
I woke up. There you go again. See what I'm talking about? You just and then okay, never mind. Yep. No. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. And it's just the
Crying.
same damn thing over and over. We got a galaxy, by the way.
Crying.
Thank you, Maui.
Oh, y'all love me. Go ahead, bro.
How many people are there in the House of Representatives?
Go ahead. Tell me your position.
I asked you a question.
I'm not here to answer questions. Tell me what you want to say.
You're not here to answer questions?
No.
That's like
Not
that's a
random
fundamental
questions.
component
Not
of
random
basic
questions that come out
conversation.
of nowhere that have nothing to do with the conversation.
How many branches of government are there?
Why are you asking me that?
It's important, I promise.
Do you know how many?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
I asked you first, dude.
No, I'm asking
Here,
you
okay,
now.
fine. I'll answer that question if you answer the first one that I said. So
No, I'm
here
not
we go.
answering any-
There
I'm
are
not
three
answering any
branches. There are
random
three
questions.
branches of government. It's the judicial,
No.
executive, and legislative. Okay,
Not
there I
answering
answered
any of
it.
your
So
questions.
how many people are in the House of Representatives?
I'm not answering any of your questions because they're unrelated to anything.
It's related to
This
citizenship.
is not a traffic
No, it's
stop,
not.
bro. This is a debate.
Yeah, okay, so debate something. What's
God
your debate? What's your position?
My position
I'll
is that
I'll
you
floor
do
you
not
on
meet the
any of
basic.
them.
You do not meet the basic knowledge requirements to be a citizen of this country.
Oh, should my vote not count?
I mean, ideally,
Oh,
you would not
because
have
I
a vote.
agree with where you're going, by the way.
I'm saying that you literally would fail a
Mhm.
citizenship test.
Okay, so should my vote not count? Because I'm completely in agreement with where you're going. Go ahead. Should my vote not count?
You're the one who's sitting here acting like you're talking to people who don't know about
Don't
politics.
know what? Okay, so should my vote not count? Answer it. Look me in the face and answer
Dude,
it.
I
that
can't
is
look
not,
you in the
that
face.
is
My vote
not a
not
thing.
count?
That is not a thing our party
Look,
does.
no,
That is not a
stop.
thing our party does.
Stop. He started testing me.
You stop.
Does he
Yes, I
think
did.
my vote should not count?
You guys stood
Say
by.
it, dude. Say it.
Stop
Say it.
grandstanding. Stop
Say it.
grandstanding. Stop grandstanding. you guys are the ones who went around saying that we should raise the voting age. You guys started saying that we should.
Of course,
You
we
guys
should
tried to.
raise the voting age.
Yeah, I know. And then you guys went around trying to pass a piece of legislation, the Safe Act, right? That was going to prohibit women. Did it pass? What
are you
pretty much
talking about,
women who
dude?
have a different last
What are you
name than their
talking
birth
about?
certificate.
What are you
It
talking
was going to
about?
stop women from voting. Like you guys,
What are you
you guys
talking about? I have no
thrive
idea what you're
on
talking
voter
about.
suppression.
What are
You
you
guys
talking about?
thrive on voter suppression.
Well, it must work. Does it work? Maybe you should try it.
Am I the only one that like his laugh sounds kind of like
I was
the
just joking.
the
That
Yahtzee
was a
fuck from
that was a fake
Jubilee
laugh.
that Mehdi Hassan. You've seen that, right, Pickles?
Oh, Mehdi
Yeah.
Hassan. Is that, do you guys are you
Yeah,
guys a fan
he's
of
got
that
like
guy?
that same like
Are you a fan of that guy?
laugh. What,
Because he
He
Mehdi?
wants
sounds like
gays to be killed. He calls them cattle.
Infrabrin. Sounds like Infrabrin.
Are you a fan of that loser?
You're making the claim that Mehdi wants gays to be killed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
highly doubt that.
Yeah. Oh, there's video of it, dude.
To use one of your lines, you are making a lie.
One
Oh
of my
wait, no, that
lines?
wasn't you. I'm sorry, that was Rad. That was Rad. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I think you guys are cool. You're just, I don't know. You're kind of like making a little, I think you guys could really be cool, but you're just kind of in this little rat race of content.
I think
mean,
that you should not reproduce.
well, too late, bro. Already have multiple times. I bet you haven't, though.
If you're saying I don't match up to your standards of being cool, I'm totally fine with that, bro. I'm totally
Yeah.
fine. I can live with myself.
I know. Yeah. Unfortunately, the rest of the country, I should say the majority of the country, is not on the same path. I mean, you guys can accept it or you can't. I mean,
You
it's the
may
way
want
it
to check
is.
approval ratings because you're wrong
Yeah,
on that.
you may want to check audience ratings.
Audience ratings?
Yeah, do you not think that the right has a massively much larger audience than the left?
A
It's not
massively
even fucking close.
much larger audience.
It's not
Were you just
even
like asking me
close.
about the word
It's
literally
not
earlier?
even close.
Oh, thank God.
Jess, thank you so much for the kick. W Jess in the chat says kick L authority. Dude's a grown man and a father and argues like that. God dang, dude. Hello?
Hello.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
I just wanted to mention something to Nemo about that last guy. He was talking about how there was no proof that Trump was a rapist. You can always bring up the point that actually, he was found liable for sexual assault of E. Jean Carroll. And then he also lost 2 defamation lawsuits against that. And then he had to pay like $83.3 million. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I mean, like it's a fair point. Unfortunately, the way that conversation always goes with them is all of a sudden they give a fuck about civil versus criminal, even though they don't respect criminal verdicts either, because he is a convicted criminal, and they say, well, no, that doesn't count. So as far as E. Jean Carroll is concerned, they try to pretend that, oh, well, if it was a criminal case, then it would actually count.
Mm-hmm.
Except they don't have that. They have no standard, right? Like it's yeah. Not to mention, whenever it comes to E. Jean Carroll, they end up just dragging her, and I hate listening to them just go on and
I've
on
heard
about
that
it.
argument a million times. So I really don't feel like
Mm-hmm.
But thank you,
Anyways,
Cheese. I'm gonna get to the next.
I
debate.
appreciate what you guys are doing. Have a good night.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yellow. Yellow. I don't think they're here. Authority, you're going to have to come back tomorrow. Somebody paid the kick, bro. Yellow. Hello? Another AFK. Whew, chat, we're almost at fucking 350k. Holy moly. We've been live for 5 hours, y'all.
Illusion of choice. He said, "Pardon for Maxwell on its way."
Oof.
That would be the wildest shit. Like, I mean, at that point, I mean, go ahead. Go ahead. Pardon her. Go right the fuck ahead. There are a grand total of, I believe, only 2 or 3 people on the planet who have knowledge of what Trump is guilty of. One is her. The other, Epstein, he's no longer alive. The other is Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz. Possibly Michael Wolff. Definitely Alan Dershowitz. And he's kept his mouth shut. Dershowitz has even said that he has evidence. And he's like, I won't say anything on the record. He's said this a few times. Man. And his victims, yeah, of course.
I don't know. It sounds like something where like he would give her a pardon in exchange for being quiet or coming out and saying that he was not part of anything. It sounds like what would happen, and everyone would be like, "See, look, even she said he's not part of it." Yeah, silence or exoneration. Is she in federal prison right now?
Yeah. I'm surprised that she's still alive, honestly.
Yeah. I guess women's prisons maybe a little different.
Apparently, he was thinking about pardoning her in his first term. Like, there were people in the room that had to basically talk him down from pardoning her in his first term. Like, whenever all the shit popped off where she was picked up basically right after they raided the island and all that. Yeah, there were conversations had.
Yikes.
Not to mention that, yeah, and the wishing her well. Also, I kind of memory hold this thing. The Axios interview that he did with I can't remember dude's name. It was in 2020, and it was mostly about like the pandemic and stuff. He talked about Maxwell in that one as well, and Epstein. And the interviewer, whose name escapes me at the moment, he's like a interview comedian kind of guy, similar to like the on the street interview guys that are very dry sarcasm. It was clear he was getting under Trump's skin, and Trump was getting flustered, and he started fucking up. And at one point, that's it, Jonathan Swan. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. At one point, he mentioned Epstein, and he's like, well, you have like Epstein, and then what happened to him? He was like, he was unalived, or he unalived himself. Like, he literally said that. He said that in that order. He got unalived, or someone unalived him, or he unalived himself. It was wild.
Guys, we're gonna move over to subscriber only chat. If you're a subscriber, you can chat. If you're not a subscriber, can't chat. If you want to chat, become a subscriber. Subscriber. Get your subscription because it's really subscribey. Kicks. I dare somebody to gift Kicks a sub. Yeah, it's fun to be a subscriber. Let's go, dude. Let's see some of the sweet stickers in the chat. Wait, how are you still talking though, Killer?
She's a mod.
There we go. Oh, that's why. Thank you, Jody, for the gifted. Guys, for those who don't know, I'll give myself a shout out for my Discord real quick. We have a Discord, and if you're looking for a place to hang out with people, like-minded people, while we're not live, there is a Discord, which is basically just like a chatting hub. And sometimes we hang out and watch movies, play games, play Wordle, post memes. Come hang out with us. Authority, I'm sorry, I can't bring you back up till tomorrow. That's my rules with Pay to Kick. Oh, yeah, the link is in my bio. If you guys want to join my Discord, click this link, and then you'll go to the very first link, join Discord. You gotta download Discord. You gotta accept the invite. You gotta get in there. And you had to hit thumbs up on the rules. Movie night? I'm down for movie night. I'm down for movie night tonight. Anyone got good movie night ideas? Let us know. You gotta follow them rules. Princess Bride. I don't know if I want to do Princess Bride tonight. Where do I find the stickers? Can somebody direct them? I don't know what it looks like on that end.
Yeah, it's on the, so like on the keyboard, you tap the little text box like you're typing, and then there should be like a little star icon. It looks like the subscribe icon. I think if you tap that, that's where the stickers are.
Congrats, Beth, on being a grandma.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is so awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're winding down for the night, y'alls. We might not have any more debates. So we might just do friendlies or something for a little bit. Friendlies want to come hang out?
Thank you, Taylor, for the 2 Venmos. Thank you for that.
Hello? What's up, Kaylee?
Hi.
You driving?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm going home.
Shame on you. Hello, D-Day, are you there?
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
Looking for the other person, D-Day? I don't think D-Day is here on purpose. What's up, Kicks?
Hi, I've missed you.
Missed you
Hope you're doing
too.
good. It's
You
been a
too.
bit, but I've had, I had some BS I've been having to take care of. So it kind of gets overwhelming dealing with politics and then family stuff. So I kind of just, reclused into my shell and stayed off of social media for a little bit, but I couldn't stay away too long. I got people to yell at and things to do. But I wanted to ask y'all, what do you think about the whole CBS getting rid of Stephen Colbert's late night show and how basically every late night host has been grilling CBS over canceling Stephen Colbert, which is obviously because Trump doesn't like what Colbert has to say about him and the things going in our country. I just feel like that's such a slap in the face of Americans. Like, how is that not fascist as fuck to be suing networks because you don't like what they have to say about you, and in turn getting people fired from their jobs? We need satire, and this is the only president that can't handle it, it seems.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember there was some comedian who years ago I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm not even gonna try and limp through that fucking thing because I can't really remember it. But I am hoping that somehow Colbert getting fired, Kimmel potentially getting fired,
right?
And I mean, I don't know if Jon Stewart's capable of being fired, but I am hoping that, especially Colbert, because Jon Stewart and Colbert are good friends. I hope that pisses Jon Stewart off enough to run.
Yeah, I would love it. I love Jon Stewart. I mean, the guy, he's brilliant, and he's passionate, and I would be very proud to see Jon Stewart run.
Yeah, like I don't think that's likely. That is just kind of like me, crazy hope type thing.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, like if firing Colbert and then firing Kimmel, and also actually, you know what, South Park.
Yeah.
If they try and take South Park off the air, off of Comedy Central.
Oh, it's gonna.
I just hope that all of those things just finally get Jon Stewart to like stop saying, I don't want to be in politics, and be like, okay, well, I don't want to be in politics, but politics wants me to be in it. So
right.
like, yeah, no, I'm running.
Yeah, we need him. And it's funny, when I was in college, I wrote an English report. It was like an English class. I can't remember which English class, like 200 or 2, I don't know what it was. Anyway, I wrote a paper on censorship and the media and South Park, how South Park basically puts a middle finger to any of that. And they have put some very daring things out there. And if they were to go down, I think Trey and what's the other guy's name? Matt Stone and
Matt
Trey
Stone.
Parker. Yeah. I think that they would be a big part in getting shit done, or at least someone like Jon Stewart to run. Because all these guys are very intelligent, and the satire it takes a level of intellect to get some of it. I've learned that over the years. And they just would know how to maybe take down someone like Trump, I think. Or they wouldn't be afraid to in any way, in any capacity. It's like what they kind of would be the ones that are like, what else do we have to lose? We're already losing democracy. Why not just go for it? That, I don't know. I hate for it to come to that, but it would be something I would be proud to see these guys fight for all of us like that.
Yeah.
Muffy said she agreed. She just meowed. And so, yeah, that's what we need.
Oh, you have cats too?
I have one. Yes, she's a little feisty munchkin, but yes, let me get her.
I have two babies.
I've got one. I'm not the cat. Hold on. I want it focus. There we go. There she is in her glory. That is Miss Muffin Cake Muffy. Well, like you too. She just walked away, but yeah, that's her. We love cats here. We're
Cats
crazy
are
cat
awesome.
women, right?
You're Selena Kyle. You're a cat woman.
It's dark, sorry, but yeah, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. She's my buddy. But yep.
Yeah, like for years, like even in
I just wanted to say
2022.
hey, and I love y'all.
We love you
Oh, sorry.
back. We missed you.
Missed y'all. I'm back. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. You can drop me.
Hey, you can drop me too.
Okay. Be safe driving.
Oh, God. Bye, y'all.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, the Jon Stewart thing, that's been one of those unpopular opinions that I have. It's very divisive. Like half the people I know are on board and they're like, hell yeah. And then the other half are like, no, we don't need another celebrity. No, he's a comedian, not a politician. No, we need, an actual competent person that has experience. And I understand that Jon Stewart is a comedian and obviously a celebrity. He's also a political commentator that's been doing it for decades. He's not like, I don't know, Louis C.K., which, no shade to Louis C.K., but he's not Louis C.K., a random comedian. He is a political commentator. And he has done extensive debate
I think he's a
about
respectable
politics.
person. Yeah, I think he's respectable
Yeah.
in the political arena.
And I mean, like in the post-Trump world, it's clear that America is running on vibes. Like experience doesn't matter. If experience mattered, Hillary Clinton would have won hands down. Kamala Harris would have won hands down. Experience means fuck all. It's all about vibes. And I mean, Jon Stewart has this just built-in goodwill that he's built over decades from like the Daily Show. And just, yeah, I think that makes him formidable.
I agree. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, are you friendly?
I know you're looking for MAGAs. Do you
No,
can you hear me okay?
Yeah, no, we're doing friendlies right now, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Nemo, I'm listening to you, and you're so on point with Jon Stewart. But I also want to say that Stephen Colbert, since what happened, there's been some videos coming out saying like, I don't know, I've been thinking about this Senate thing for a long, long time. It almost seems like that could be a possibility for him down the road. Don't know if he is really taking it seriously, but I'm telling you, Stephen Colbert is on point. Trump cannot stand him. He hates him so much because Stephen comes out and tells the real shit, and he will not hold back. He never holds back, and this is why this happened. And Nemo, you're right. Jon Stewart, love, love, love. I just think both of them could possibly go into this world if they really want to put their feet into it and go die hard, like making a difference. I think they could do it. But I do want to say, I want to talk about something else. So, Nemo, I want to tell you that Jen Psaki's show tonight. Have you all heard about it?
No.
Her, she does a show every night. She had tonight, her name is Maria Farmer. She is one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein and I forgot
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine. Yes. So it's not just her, but she was talking about her story. She came out tonight as a public, like, I'm putting myself out there, I'm telling my story, and it took everything she had to talk about that T-Rump was there with her. She's now probably in her 40s, but she was like 14 or 15, and she's coming public. She's not holding back. Look up Jen Psaki's interview tonight with her, and she had death threats. She told her story 29 years ago when Trump was a Democrat and no one would listen to her. She says she's been fighting this battle for 29 years.
Wow.
She talked about what Ghislaine did and how she absolutely was a child, what, I won't say the word, but you know what I'm trying to say. And she was the one. And then she had this Maria Farmer has people, women that were a part of what she was going through at 14 years old. She named some names because she trusts these women. But this woman, Maria Farmer, is in her 40s. I'm guessing. I'm sorry, I shouldn't just say that, but she's gone through a cancer battle. It took everything she had to do this interview. She literally was like, I've tried, I've done everything I can. She said she's had to move several times. She's had death threats. This is before any of this came out, like for her to come public. She has been fighting for her life. This girl was 14 years old, and she had many others around her, and she's coming out publicly. Please look this up. Jen Psaki's show tonight. She was on there, and Maria's attorney, who is an attorney for, like, I want to say 9 other women that were a part of this. Don't quote me, but she was right there with her. Look this up. This shit right here is going to be the absolute downfall of Trump. Oh, did I just say something wrong?
No, you're fine.
Oh.
You're fine. Yeah, okay. I'll play the video right now. Thank you so much for giving us info.
You heard
This is
Jeffrey
breaking
Epstein say to
news.
Donald Trump, she's not for you. What was your reaction to that? What was going on in your head at the time about that? What did you think that meant?
Right. Well, I already felt kind of intimidated because it was in a dark office and I was alone with my new boss, to be, and this man that's a powerful businessman. And so I felt intimidated, but that's not why I reported him. I reported him because when Epstein came out of the office, I was making a face at him because I felt threatened. And so I went, and he kind of laughed and backed off. And as that was happening, Epstein walked out and said, oh, no, she's not here for you. And he emphasized, she's not here for you. And he said, come with me. And he escorted him into another office. And I was like, who's in there? And when he said, oh, I thought she was 16, I thought, is there a 16-year-old in there? Right? So what people need to understand is I'm not some crazy person who just reports people if they look at my legs or I'm in an office with them. But when someone is hanging out with a convicted or a pedophile, and I discover that pedophile has stolen my little sister, and then there's a powerful businessman that's making comments about me being my sister's age, then I think that the FBI needs to take a good look at it. And so that's why I asked that they do that. And as far as like the Republicans have really, really been
kind of tormenting the victims. And so that's a separate topic. But
I want to ask you about that too. You know, and the part that just kept sticking with me is she's not for you. I just don't know what that meant. None of us know what that meant, but it is hard to get it out of your head. Let me ask you, I mean, Ghislaine Maxwell, and I want to ask you too about this, Jennifer, and thank you so much for being here with us. Todd Blanche, who is now the Deputy Attorney General, is meeting with Maxwell in jail today. And as you have referenced a couple of times here, so I just want to ask you more about it. She's been a little, and I started talking about this, lionized almost, like lifted up by some who are suggesting she could be a victim too, what is your reaction to that? What has been your reaction to that? Maria, let me ask you that, and then I wanted to ask you, Jennifer, just what your thoughts are on that meeting.
Right. So I've never met a more predatory, terrifying human being in my entire life. And neither had Virginia Giuffre, and neither has Annie or Anushka or many girls like Shantae Davies. There's hundreds of us that were preyed upon by Ghislaine Maxwell. She's a very dangerous person, and she threatened my life on many occasions. I've had to move and be in hiding because of this predatory child predator and just victim predator. So it's completely unacceptable for anyone to call her a victim. The woman is not a victim, she's a victimizer.
Let me ask you, that is an accurate and good way of putting it. Let me ask you, Jennifer, I mean, you've obviously been standing side by side here with Maria, but you are also a lawyer. And I want to know your thoughts about seeing Trump's former personal lawyer, who's now the Deputy Attorney General, go spend the day privately with Ghislaine Maxwell. He's going back tomorrow. What do you think about that?
This is deeply, deeply disturbing. Ghislaine Maxwell is not a reliable witness. To think that someone who is facing what she's facing the rest of her 20-year sentence and now might have an opportunity to change that dramatically by saying whatever she wants to say or needs to say to those in charge and in charge of her fate, it makes no sense, and she's not reliable. I find it also very disturbing to equate her with the victim. We've been dealing with the Epstein victims for many years, Maria and many others, and they're the people that should be focused on here. And there's absolutely no attention to the victims. For example, there was the issuance of this memorandum 2 weeks ago. That was issued without talking to a single victim.
Are you referring to the request for the grand jury files? That or a different request?
Sorry. I'll make that. Yeah, no, the FBI and DOJ memorandum that says.
All right, I'm gonna break this up just so I don't get flagged for unoriginal content on YouTube. Thank you so much, Cal.
Thank you, Pickles, for bringing that to light. Honestly, this is what we needed. We needed unfortunately, a victim to come forward and really speak truth to power on a video of telling her story. And I pray that any of them that are dealing with this can stand with what they're being forced to deal with. But thank you for showing that. And Nemo, thank you too. And I listen a lot. Thank you so much, and y'all have a good night.
You too.
I appreciate you. You too. Okay. All right, y'all. Guys, don't forget to give me a follow on YouTube. If you guys want to make sure you're going to see me after September, give me a follow. YouTube, Pickles GGS, or just go through my link tree in my profile. Yeah, I think we're gonna start movie night here in a sec. I think we're gonna get off. It's been a good 5.5 hours. I'll go through.
For some reason, I thought it was just midnight.
Damn, it's 2 a.m. Insane.
Yeah.
Do I know Isaiah, creator from Texas Politics? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. We know each other. What movie is the question? Did I hear? What happened? He was arrested?
You talking about Isaiah?
They threw him to the floor. Whoa. Whoa. I'm assuming maybe some there's like a video on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I got it here. Hold on. One second, let me go. Actually, I'll send it to you. It'll be easier that way. That way you can cue it up.
Oh yeah, I heard an older millennials arrest thing got released too.
I just deemed it to you on Discord.
Yo.
What's up?
Yeah, Isaiah, he was at some meeting about the gerrymandering that they're trying to do in Texas in his district. And he, I guess he kept talking past his time, they said. So they told him to get removed from the court. He got thrown to the ground on the way out, and they arrested him.
Damn.
Yeah, shit's fucking wild.
Woof.
That's America right now.
Wow. 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 Oh, well, thanks, Big Fluff.
So. See you guys later.
All right, bub.
Nice meeting you, Nemo. I watch you all the time. You're that guy.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Love you, Pickles.
Love you.
And thank you, Kino, for the cash app.
All right, y'all. I still haven't seen any good movie. Someone said shows. Arrested Development. A show's not a bad idea. The Office is not a bad idea. I could totally watch The Office. And people could totally miss episodes and come in and out. Man. Let's do it. The Office, starting from episode 1, season 1. Are we about to do this? All right. Guys, how does my voice sound today? I'm feeling extra sultry through the microphone today. Is it just me?
No, you sound good.
Hell yeah. Okay. All right. I always, it just feels counterintuitive to end the stream when we've got 900 people, but I love y'all. Be sure to follow me. So you see next time I go live. I'll be doing more debates. We do these all the time. The movie that we are watching is called The Office. It is a show. It's a documentary of real life business in Scranton, Pennsylvania. All right, chat. I love you.
Yeah, appreciate you having me up, man.
Anytime,
Later.
dude. Catch you later.